TNT on the beat.
Yeah, I gotta put my pride to the side for this. This here for my city. Yeah.
Nestle. Silence of the lambs, flowers in the attic, nightmare on Elmwood Ave, power napping, I'm sour patching, loud packing, feeling satisfaction from the street crowd reaction. I ride in jail before I stand for a grand jury. To run up on you and your bitch like that's your man shorty. I can spot a weak link from a mile away. It's like the uncle that you only see on holidays. They say I fuck my chances up a lot of ways, but now I see so many niggas trying to ride the wave. Tropical haze, Frankie Beverly and Maze. They rock a fresh pair of shades like I'm Johnny Cage. $25 a share, I breathe that. Life is a beach, I got my feet in the sand. The preaching to the choir, the reaching to the fire. Pull a phoenix out my pocket, put you niggas in the dryer.
I bring the heat like De Niro and Val Kilmer. High scores for major figures getting my gill on. Smooth criminal like MJ getting my thrill on. BC, I am legend getting my will on. I'm like Milk and Giz and Top Bill on. Spit the mill on, V-dozens with drop seal on. Champ in the kitchen like George getting my grill on. Ball like Magic Johnson running the flit on. We don't play, this ain't no fresh or miss song. Anything I spit on, classic when I get on. I'm dangerous, Kush me the angel dust. So rock chasers got me in my zone. I spit your back like a Dutch and gut you out, twist you up, you can get clipped and burned. Yeah, I'm back on my bully shit. Who wanna pull it with a nigga who fair not? Tough talk, I hear not. My MP and clear blocks. Say if I care about your tattoo teardrops. All you do is hit shots, machine guns and black clocks. Effing with red dots, chest, neck, and head shots. Crush on your ear stops. Touch me or kick rocks. Shoot me or get shot. Shoot me, you get killed. Your wig, you get pilled. More clips to get filled. Fuck you, psychotic or high off the product. Lay off them E-pills. BC, PE #1, no sequel. What? Ain't no more to it.
Summer comes. Yeah, I have to go Gotti on me. Coming over my Mac, baby. Gotti. What the niggas for now? Let's go.
I'm too steady with my aim. Bruce Willis, got hard, I'm bipolar, schizo. Smith Wesson in my palm, and my office deep as lineman. Salute up to my ice band, but the nigga down the line. They wanna lick no client. With my aim, Bruce Willis, got hard, I'm bipolar, schizo. Smith Wesson in my palm, and my office deep as lineman. Salute up to my ice band, but the nigga down the line. They wanna lick no client.
When I was young, my daddy used to tell me, baby,
hold it like this. Them people catch you slipping, then your body on the mic shit. This Scotty got a nice grip, and plus my aim retarded. If you get me on that shit, you better finish what you started. I don't give a fuck, never will. Say what you say, but I mean that shit. That 4-5 clip, better lean you quick. And I don't ever miss, I be that shit. That'll body your nigga over my family and paper. So if you fuck with my family, or if you fuck with my paper, yeah, it is what it is, and it will be what it will be, and it be what it is. I don't ever talk that shit, I don't walk that shit, motherfucker, but I ask what is. Southside bitch, I throw my shit, throw up my step when I hold my clip. Throw that shit, then I'm back on my grind. Don't waste my time and respect my mind. I don't care about you haters, and I don't fuck with you niggas. Yo, bring that shit to me, just know we bustin' the triggers. Chili sister, two brothers, no sister of the block. But if you fucking with me, just know that pistol's gon' pop. I'm steady with my aim. Bruce Willis, got hard, I'm bipolar, schizo. Smith Wesson, in my palm, and my office deep as it ain't in. Salute up to my ice bin, hit a nigga down the line, and just run a nigga no fighting. With my aim, Bruce Willis, got hard, I'm bipolar, schizo. Smith Wesson, in my palm, and my office deep as it ain't in. Salute up to my ice bin, hit a nigga down the line, and just run a nigga no fighting. I'm too steady with extended clips. Bring the chips and I stack them. When it comes to chips, I put the scripts. Never eat a bitch, but I rack them. I'm psycho, schizo, bipolar, then I'm a Michael, Jason, Freddie, mixed with Chris. Fuck you, nigga, I'm running around. I'm good on any side of town. That before dishonor. So nigga would try to lay it down. The 38 special fake heavy believer. Said I'm hot with no fever. Smoking on that good cheaper. Hold on, boots, let me catch a breather. If you to the count of 3, I bet elbow feet touching knees. Penis Sprader and James Holmes, them motherfuckers ain't got shit on me. I don't come to freedom of speech. Say by the bell, they talking screens. I'm so unique, I'm so unique. Say they get, I'm so busy. I walk the hook, no door, no bomb. Roll eyes on no post, no problem. Put the fingers up, you comprehend. I two step, no cases, something. Full on force, look, I know that. True leader, I said so sad. Don't trust you or your boy. Get no bro, that's real, no. I'm too steady with my aim. Bruce Willis, got hard, I'm bipolar, schizo. Smith Wesson, in my palm, and my office deep as it ain't in. Get salute up to my ice bin. Get a nigga down, go lying. And take on that nigga no fighting. With my aim, Bruce Willis, got hard, I'm bipolar, schizo. Smith Wesson, in my palm, and my office deep as it ain't in. Get salute up to my ice bin. Get a nigga down, go lying. And take on that nigga no fighting.
I'm sold off, it's sold. Out of my mind, can't take it no more. Got the semi cup back and I'm ready to blow. Who the hell said so when I got control? Face down, arms up, empty around, so what the fuck is up? You ain't never seen the South Moon take with a hit like this. Let niggas know your time is up. I'm strong, it's a do or die. Watch your mouth, say it's nine. I'm killing shit, I'm a kill shit. It's no realness, and even gotta try. Doing so, I'm ready to aim, but I really forget to say a fucking thing. Y'all niggas lame, y'all respect the fraud. So look the truth, don't respect the law. I've been out here whining, smacked up, bitch, so lying. Strapped up to my hymen, salute me, bitch, I'm shining. James Bond, that nigga no lying. Try to stick off, now we dying. I'm so damn high, I can't go down. Hallucinate the shit, my head's spinning around. You know I got that Glock steady on the outlaw plug like pocket. Got that ribbon to destroy your team. Let a nigga ball, but stop screaming at you. I'm not the bitch you really want to win. Hit hard like something dismantling shit. I'm die hard, y'all haters die easy. Too steady with my aim, bitch, please believe me.
Steady with my aim. Bruce Willis, got hard, I'm bipolar, schizo. Smith Wesson, in my palm, and my office deep as it ain't in. Salute up to my ice bin. Get a nigga down, go lying. They found that nigga no fighting. I'm too steady with my aim. Bruce Willis, got hard, I'm bipolar, schizo. Smith Wesson, in my palm, and my office deep as it ain't in. Salute up to my ice bin. Get a nigga down, go lying. They found that nigga no fighting.
Slick got it. Real good. I'm fucking big, all white, artist. I'm steady with that motherfucking name.
Yeah. Can't be playing in the damn street. Gotta stay up on your 2 feet. Gotta make sure your ends meet.
Big head on the bed.
You gotta be serious about your people. Yeah, they watching you make it, they planning to take it. Yeah. You gotta be serious about your feelings. Can't trust no niggas off in these streets. No bitches off in these streets. Can't trust no doctor or the police. And if fucked up, you can't show love. It's just all about your haters. You gotta be serious about your feelings. Yeah. You gotta be serious about your stacks. Can't think that these niggas gon' have your back. Turn away and they gon' stick a knife in that. Your bitch a chooser, better hide her at. These hoes are stickier than Spider-Man. Got the devil finger on the side of her ass. Cup the coochie everybody had. If you the truth, then wear the polygraph. I'ma introduce him to the body bag. I've been around for so long, I'm like, damn nigga, how did I survive the jungle, boy? I had to formulate a hustle, boy. I had to multiply the muscle, boy. I learned to do it without no support. On some stuff that's getting living so sufficient. So why not finagle with niggas lying and they flexing with it? Had to get on my grind and be special with it. Had to put all my time and my effort in it. Had to quit all that extra shit, can't even lie. I had to work a job and finesse to get it. From chicken to sperm and the stirring. I do it. You know I keep currency there. And eating hard later. Don't you ever discriminate, niggas. Hate being broke, will get serious about your pay. You gotta be serious about your pay. Yeah. They watching you make it, they planning to take it. Yeah. You gotta be serious about your pay. Yeah. I'm not spending a penny while you niggas wasting. The smart thing to do is just save it. I swear. But this ain't the new, it's the basics. I'm schooling you, baby. You don't know what to do with you, baby. Girl, you're lucky I'm cool with you, baby. I swear. I put you up some queen shit, me and Lame don't mix. Ain't nothing like him, baby. The sexy ass so good, so bad, yeah, that my slim bed. Waist so small, got you rockin' designer. Only the models can fit in, baby. And both of us slapping hustle hand like Magic Johnson. How we jump out the gym, baby. Know that gas in the weed, baby. Let's get drunk off each other. We got this money, make a toast, cause we win, baby. You work hard for it, checking, I respect that. You see a nigga on his grind and you get that. I know you got a lot of niggas trying to sex that. You're dealing with them, you got your money and just that. And yeah, plenty of bitches that wanna fuck though. You know I keep something with me, can smack a truck load. I got it wrong, apparently you can what the fuck for. One thing about me, I know that these people cutthroat. Can't trust no niggas off in these streets. No bitches off in these streets. Can't trust no doctor or the police. And if fucked up, you can't show love. It's just all about your haters. You gotta be serious about your feelings. Yeah. Endo. We are here. It's Underground Sundays with Big Mr. Pro, JB's and Raymond Capone. Clearly, SALIYMA Reynolds ain't showing her ass up here no more, so we just stop promoting that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Good. But shout out to SALIYMA for her being in the studio on Thursday and working on that L project. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But here we go. We back at it again. It is our actual 1 year anniversary. We are having a We are having a party in about a month, but right now we're just trying to make sure we recognize the actual day. But it's been like 12 months. We did a whole show for a year. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was some motherfuckers that started when we started that didn't make it 30 days. How about like shit happens, B.
Yeah, because our actual date was March 5th. That was our first show. Was March 5th.
That was earlier this week, but you know.
Yeah, that was Monday. Yeah. And I'll be honest, the reason why I knew is because of Facebook memories.
I was going to say that too. Like this.
Matter of fact, it's crazy that we're supposed to have Jander coming up here because that was the memory that came up.
Yep.
I mean, Jander recording, Jander spitting live on the mic on our first show.
But it's kind of dope that works out like that because he's the artist that we have on the day, and I didn't set it up that way. I didn't know this date was coming, but it's the date he had available. He's been running around here with the car club. He was in Cincinnati. You know, he's part of the crowd
big boys.
Yeah, they've been really doing some touring with their artists and moving around and doing this and that. So
It just happened to be that they are all back in town. He gonna slide through today. You know what I'm saying? And kind of drop some knowledge on us or whatever. But I also want to recognize, you know what I'm saying? This show a year ago, we led off talking about the police brutality in the city. Literally, it was a show we led off. We were talking about what was going on with the kid that got shot with a plastic gun. And, you know, Jay BEEZE will take over in a little while and kind of explain his situation. It just happened to him the other day. He was just getting out his truck, you know what I'm saying, coming home from work. And he had an encounter with the police, you know what I'm saying. And that just tells you just how unpredictable life could be, you know what I'm saying. But I ain't going to tell you a story, bro. It's just shit to tell.
Yeah, it sounds like you damn let's hold the motherfucking shit.
Yeah, but
without some details, I mean, I really
experience coming out. You was gonna have way more.
Yeah, I really like anybody probably could have told the story once he said what the subject was. Like,
but he had a very unique look at it because he's legitimate.
Yeah. Like I'm totally legal, like legit. Like the most illegal thing I'm involved with is bootleg cable
in this show.
That's it. Nigga, I don't smoke weed. I don't. Nothing.
Right, Jander, come on in, bro. We're gonna get you on camera, get yourself settled in.
What's happening?
We ain't seen you in a while, but come on, get yourself squared in.
I'm trying to get something to drink, but that only takes change.
There's some bottled waters in there, but not the smart water. Drink the Walmart water is theirs. I bought the smart water from there.
That is that premium VIP Kroger, nigga. Get right.
The Kroger water. My fault, nigga. Get right. But yeah, basically to make a long story short, don't really want to harp on it too much, but
yes, sir.
Friday night, I just got off work. It was around 6 o'clock in the evening. I had parked my semi truck at a location. I'm not going to say the location over the air because I don't want motherfuckers pulling up on me and shit.
Taking your spot and shit.
Tomorrow, that's where that truck at.
Yeah,
I know it's going to be coming.
Yeah, exactly. So I pulled up, parked it. And I'm getting out, walking. It's a abandoned lot, so like the business that used to be there is closed. There's no business there, so I just parked the truck there. It's like a 10-minute walk to my house. So I'm walking, and I get about maybe 50 yards away from the truck, and I hear sirens and shit, and I'm just like, well, ain't got nothing to do with me. Let me keep on walking. Then I see the police. Like I noticed that the police zoom up. They come through the parking lot. And like they coming fast, but people zoom through the parking lot all the time. So I'm just like, all right, let me walk off to the side so I get the fuck out their way, because clearly they got official police business to do. They got their sirens on and shit like that.
That has nothing to do with
that. Has nothing to do with me. Just got out of my truck. Then I start to notice that they're pulling up towards me. So then I'm thinking like, oh man, these motherfuckers about to be some dicks and tell me that I can't park the truck there and I'm gonna have to move it.
Still not thinking of anything illegal.
Yeah, which there's another spot around the corner that I park at as well. So that's not really that big of a deal. So as they start coming to me, I start walking towards them. And then shit got real. 2 officers.
Diminutive.
Yeah, first of all, these had to be the smallest police officer I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like, where the fuck? Like, they made me like literally because they hop out the car, guns drawn, and I'm like, whoa, hey, get your hands up, hey, whoa.
They didn't say nigger.
Yeah, they did not. But
he was like a giant.
Yeah, I look 6'5", 300 pounds compared to these fucking police officers.
The typical way they look at us as black men.
Yeah, big black man, scary. So like they tell me like, get your hands up, turn around. I'm like, yo, what the fuck did I do? Did I fucking hit somebody with my trailer and kill them? Like, what the fuck's going on?
I thought that West Virginia.
Yeah, so shut up, Moose. So like they pull up on me and they got their guns drawn and tell me put my hands in the air. Then they tell me turn around. So then I'm like, turn around? You motherfuckers shoot me in the time. I'm like, man, fuck going. All right, okay. I turn around. So I even asked them, like, hey, yo, do y'all want me to get on the ground? Like, what?
How do I surrender now?
Yeah, exactly. Don't. I said, hey, man, listen, don't kill me out here. Don't kill me. I literally said that. I said that. So then they, they tell me like, yo, there was a robbery in the area, and I fit the description of the suspect in the fucking robbery. Like, get the fuck out of here. Are you fucking serious? I fit the
movie, nigga.
Yeah, so then I'm like, look, man, I just got out that semi truck right over there. I had my binder, my black binder that has my company's name on it, which is also plastered across the truck in a 50-foot fucking trailer. Biggest fucking day. The same name that's on the trailer is on this black folder. They didn't give a fuck at all. Like, the last thing that they checked was my identification to make sure that I had a CDL. The first, yeah.
That
was the last thing they said after they had already violated my civil liberties and, you know, searched me down, checked all, you know, I don't know.
You don't have them.
Yeah, exactly. I understand that.
I think they were afraid and intimidated, so he wasn't gonna have rights, human, black, or whatever. They were scared of it. Real shit. Like it's
scared. It's robbery, nigga brawl. Oh, that's one right there.
Yeah, that was the first nigga they seen. And they rolled up on me. And then that was another thing. Like, because I'm not involved in nigga activities, I haven't been treated like a nigga in a long time.
He was kind of off his game.
Yeah, I was off my game. I haven't been treated like a nigga.
If you have never been off your nigger game before, you get a job.
But I got right back into the swing of things real motherfucking quick. Like, hey, y'all, I let them know that I was scared.
Right.
I was scared because one, like I said, when they walk up, and like I said, these got to be, I don't know where they recruited these motherfuckers from. They look like they recruited them from the Lollipop fucking Guild. Like, where the fuck did they get these small ass cops? Like, why am I so much bigger than these fucking police officers? Like, why?
It was starter cops.
I missed it. Was it younger or was it older?
They were younger.
You got at least be 20 something to be a cop.
Yeah, they was probably mid to late 20s.
Understood. That was the reason why they was intimidated.
They seen all
the field experience. They say, nigga, robbery. They was like, get on the ground.
Is that JB from the right video?
and then that's the thing that I was thinking. I was like, yo, these motherfuckers is going to kill me in this parking lot, and Fox News is going to justify it. They going to justify it. They going to play the Get It Right video. And that's what Fox News is gonna do. That bitch Tommy Lauren gonna be like, see, this is why he deserved to get killed. Look at him. There's dog fighting in the video. There's drug money, girls.
Every stereotype was
That video encompasses the rap experience.
Exactly. And that's what the fuck Fox News would have played.
In the one part of the video, there's a whole box of guns. Nobody knows that these is air rifles. When you look at these fucking guns, it's a whole box of like assault rifles, but they was from these silly motherfuckers.
Yeah, those was pellet guns.
Shooting air rockets.
That was pellet guns.
Like that. Look at the video. It looked like a giant.
It do like a giant box of AK-47. He is right. Yeah, I'm in the video. I'm smoking weed. It's guns. My niggas behind me with guns.
They did one part of the video because it's like a rap video. Like, oh, this is going well. All of a sudden, everybody everybody knew it was time to pull their gun out. Everybody going their shit. And they just walking in the hallway, right?
While I'm rapping. Doing my shit. I didn't know these niggas did that shit. I didn't
the video. I was happy they did because I was shooting the video at the time. Like, hey, I got the direct this
that
shit.
Works.
This shit just works.
So that's the shit that I start thinking this shit like, yo, these motherfuckers is gonna kill me, and Fox News is gonna justify it.
Y'all can search anyway. Y'all can search to Get It Right video on.
Yeah, and that's the shit that they was gonna play.
Oh shit. Right.
Yeah, go ahead, get it some views. But yeah, that would be the shit that they would have plastered all over Fox News to justify these two officers killing another unarmed black man. And then it also like put it into perspective, like we have so much access to information and shit, and the shit happens so frequently that even myself, even though like I know it's not right, it's not just and shit like that, become numb to it. Until the shit happens to you, and it shouldn't be that way.
That's what they were saying about the school killings. We've become numb to the shootings in the schools.
Because you make a good point that the lady on the news said today in the news, 13 people died. She went through the whole little spill, and at the end of it, instead of the story continuing, they went to the NFL. They went to sports.
Stop it.
And the people kept criticizing her. She was an anchor. I'm not gonna put her name out there, but you can search the video. She did what she naturally does because it has become passe. The government doesn't address school shootings the way they do other shit. They just don't. So they don't treat it like it's a big deal. So the people now, they slip it under the rug.
And just like and just like with the police brutality shootings, like for real, like. I mean, I was already kind of like, of course, we had our Super Bowl party, but I was already kind of off the NFL a little bit this year. far as I'm concerned, they can suck my dick from the back. So when they done, they can kiss my ass afterwards. For real, for real. For people to have a problem with motherfuckers taking a stand against something that's wrong, it's just flat out wrong. Because it's something that can happen just that quick. You can just be minding your own business, not doing anything wrong. I got my work clothes on. Like I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got my work clothes on.
And the reason we say that, when people say the NFL, I'm going to say something to people. It's not just the NFL as a football organization. I'm talking about the fan base that reacted that way.
Yeah.
When you say it out loud, everybody say, well, when they're talking about this, I'm talking about the teams, but that's like 1% of the problem. The 99% of the problem was all these white fucking people and self-righteous blacks that got upset about the bullshit. That's the truth. If Colin Kaepernick had taken that knee and it was for police brutality and it was in the 70s, the black people would have supported it. But it was just as many black people out here talking about they was boycotting for the wrong reason. They boycotting because they don't like somebody or this or that. Nobody really boycotted for police brutality. And what he's talking about, because that's what the nigga took the knee for. Yeah. It became religion, country.
Yeah, it became about patriotism. And they instead of what it was for,
which means that's why that happened to him, because it nothing changed. We just diverted like we did the 13 dead in Florida trip. We just moved to the next issue, bro. That's a fact.
Then we started talking about how
I want to keep posting and sharing while y'all having this conversation, but I'm gonna say something when I hear it, because that's what happened to him. You want to know what happened to him? Nothing changed, nigga. We a year later, a little kid got killed with a plastic gun 12 fucking months ago. We were just talking about it on the show.
But they can apprehend a motherfucker that killed 17 people.
Yes. During a time where they thought it was 13 dead. Remember the news came across, remember it was like 1 o'clock, 13 dead. So the police go into this thinking before they find out there's 4 other dead people. At the time, there's 13 dead people. So you go in here to save a life? Nah, they would have shot through the windows to kill a nigga, and I believe it on my heart. Period. I just don't, they don't look, our lives are actually worth less. Don't tell me you don't see it that way. You show me, I can tell you a 12-month period of time that I have been preaching and promoting, looking at things from a different perspective. There is no different perspective. At any point, you could be looking down the barrel of a gun. So understand your color first. Know that you black. And I think that's what happened to him. It happened to me. Like I told him.
I think we got to play the game a little different. Man.
You do. Like all that bullshit they put on social media, like.
Right. Stop sharing that shit.
Yeah, sharing that shit like, these are your rights. Tell this to the police.
That'll get
that shit will get you fucking killed.
This is the news story. Keep it traffic.
Keep it fucking traffic.
Get your ass home. You can't. Your wife and your daughter sent you to the store to go get ice cream. You can't come home in a box. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Be real.
Let these people do whatever.
Be morbid. And if anybody don't like it, be morbid this time. Because that's what would have happened. I was on the phone with him. He got off the phone with me to get out of his truck to walk home. I just talked to him. So in the time that I got off the phone with him, for him to walk to go be with his woman and his kids, he could have been dead.
That fast.
That fucking fast. For no fucking reason. And it didn't feel like afterwards, like I didn't go to bed till like 2 a.m. Because afterwards it didn't feel like I had just, had an encounter with a public civil servant. It felt like I got stuck up. Nigga, like I got stuck up. Like
you felt uncomfortable. You know what? The word that people miss, vulnerable.
Nope. I got to maybe I'm wrong for this, but I just feel like we've said it before that they're the mob, but I don't think we really treat them like they're the mob.
Because they have support of the mob. That's the mob I'm saying is the public. If you say something negative about a police officer, you're automatically...
Yeah, because that's when they started Blue Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Like, you got a fucking choice to put that fucking uniform on.
You're automatically told that you're against police. Because I have an issue with something you do. So I'm against you because I don't like what you do. No, I'm against you because you oppress my people. You point guns in our face. There's a video I seen that a cop gets upset because the guy didn't get out of the car. Before the guy has a chance to react and even change his mind to control himself, they maced the inside of the car, pulled the door open, dragged this kid out on his face. You know why they pulled him over? Because he made an illegal right turn. I do it every day.
I busted a U-turn in Easton today.
Right or wrong? Anybody else here never just made that right turn?
I can't
We all do it. I do. No, the cops do it too. One time, I seen the police pull up to the don't turn on red side and look in his mirror and turn, bro.
Yep, throw the lights on.
Guess what? Exactly. They'll throw the lights on. That's illegal for them to do that because they're not even allowed to operate their lights unless they're in duty of their job. So every time you see to get to the red light and the police pull through the light,
maybe we didn't get the manual where it's not illegal for them to do it.
No, the approach is wrong. Videotape the cop running the red light. Share that video. Seriously, because you got just like they discredit our credibility, they make it look like they don't never break the law. You next time you see a cop bust a Yui or do some bullshit they ain't supposed to do with his lights out, take the nigga.
Bro, who's gonna be recording that? Nobody.
They catching us getting our ass beat. These phones is out.
Yeah, and then that was another thing. It was like there was nobody fucking around. It was
you only think somebody gonna be there with a camera. He's right. Every time I had this happen to me, the cops, one of my niggas is there shooting it. He ain't had nobody around in that empty parking lot with two white men.
You can't pull it out.
Two armed white men. Let's call it a black and white thing. Let's get rid of all the little cop and the black rapper shit. All right, it's up to one black dude and two white dudes holding pistols. If you started this story like this, how did everyone in this room think this story ends? They killed this nigga.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was a rap. I'm like, these people about to kill me, man.
About the hashtag JB.
Yeah, I thought it was about to be a hashtag. I thought it was about to be a fucking hashtag for like a couple weeks, and then they're gonna forget about me.
It ain't just being a hashtag. It's them showing your life in the wrong representation.
Exactly.
We did a lot of wild shit, and there's some footage out here that we do not have control of. My computer got stolen, and we got things on there. We were shooting rap videos that is let's call it a creative look at rap life. That if somebody physically looked at and thought we was these people and we died, they would be able to represent us as some gangsters and some whoremongers and drug dealers, pimps. There's all kind of hoes around us, but we're not like that. That's the persona you put out there as a rapper. So we
was kind of like that.
But we had it like that. That's not the same thing. Have it, nigga act like he a rapper on it is different.
Yeah,
real shit. We had it like that. I'm gonna tell you, look, bro. We was at one point, literally, we was the most connected people in the city. On a phone call, we could accomplish anything we wanted. Nobody was like that before. He just decided, okay, you know what? Let's just do a rap show out of town. Talk to this nigga. Talk to me. We didn't call nobody else. Just went out of fucking town and did a show. These niggas can't do. They gotta call somebody, wait till they paycheck. Real shit. I'm not being funny.
Wait till their girl's paycheck.
Wait their girl's paycheck. Real shit. We did anything we wanted to do on days' notice because we were able to do that. That will give you a little bit of an ego. I'm the fuck who you are.
Understood.
So when you look at our footage and shit, it's fucking ego driven. I Am is an ego driven song about two motherfuckers that felt like they the niggas other niggas wanted to be. Yeah. They ain't never sold a grummet, but these are the rappers that sell drugs and get us from under. We was living that lifestyle. They actually did have access to a real 5-star hotel where they had double beds, indoor pool, and outdoor pool. They really had that. Not the rap video version of a real life shit.
Yeah, and hoes
to go with
it.
No rent a hoes. No, listen, bro. That female that we strippers and shit. These is a group of female groupies that follow us around the country like we were a major rap group. Period. That is the truth. And when you do that, that's the footage out there.
You can't go wrong with that because a lot of niggas ain't even been outside of 270. So
yeah.
Here's the problem. We didn't know we was doing it. That's what you don't get, bro. We was just projecting the way we was living at the time. But they seen it as persona. So if he died like that, that's his rap persona, fam.
And nobody's gonna and a lot of that shit is like 5 years old. Like the person I am now, completely different.
Everybody at the job is like, he wasn't anything like that. I'm telling you, they gonna be. Where the fuck did this nigga come from?
First of all, they not even gonna know. They not even gonna know who JB's is because I keep the two separate.
They gonna find out on the news. They gonna know what you look like. They gonna put two and two together. This nigga was lying. That's why he was driving that truck. He was running from somebody. I'm telling you, man, it's messed up because you're not there to defend yourself.
Exactly.
Because two people shot you that were scared of you.
Exactly. Because these had to be the most midget motherfucking cops I ever seen in my fucking life. Like, I'm not making this shit up. I was so much bigger, like taller, just girthier, just I look like a fucking gorilla compared to these fucking little men.
Ice Cube's "Fuck the Police" should not still be as relevant word for word as it is. Listen to the song. It is spot on.
Because I tell these motherfuckers, look, man, I'm a truck driver. I just got out that semi truck right there.
Still nigga.
I got my folder and my paperwork with my bills of lading for the loans that I did in my hand. My company name.
Thank you for working, but still nigga.
Yeah, it's on. My company name is on this fucking binder.
Glad those people hired this nigga.
Yeah, which is plastered across a 50-foot trailer.
So with all that evidence, all they seen was a nigga.
Yeah, still
it looked like another nigga they had a description of that really didn't look like him. First of all, they told him that the police committed another crime. During the apprehension and pursuit of him, if he was a criminal, they lied to him on the street and told him it was a crime for one place and it was a crime for another place. He heard it come through the radio that it was something else. They told him that somebody robbed the Rent Center?
Yeah, they told me that the Rent Center was robbed.
While he was sitting there listening, it comes across the radio
that it was the Asian grocery.
So if he dies, they gonna sweep it in the rug. It's messed up. This happens every single week. Yeah.
The last thing that these people check was my identification, because he got down, like he's searching my pockets. He gets to my right pocket, and then that's where my wallet was. And he was, what is that? What is that? And I'm like, man, motherfucker, I don't know. Like, I started thinking, like, damn, I don't know what the fuck it is, because I'm scared to fucking death. Like, all gangster shit aside, I'm scared to fucking death, because they never, like, while one was checking me, the other one had his gun on me the whole fucking time.
Actually, every time I've ever had a gun pointed in my face, I was scared to death. And anybody that tells you they were not has never had a gun pointed.
Or you don't appreciate life. Yeah. Now that I'm an older person, like when I was younger, cops were blowing down on me. Oh man, fuck the police, that ain't shit. Now that I'm an older person and I got a family. You know what I'm saying? I got a pretty good life. You know what I'm saying? I can't
complain. Be going well for you. You know
yeah, things are going well. And then that's another thing, man. If they would have smoked me, I would have cussed God the fuck out when I got to heaven. Like, you gonna wait until I get my life together and get me smoked by the police, bro? Like, that's what you wrote in my book? That's what you wrote in my book. Are you serious?
Yep. if you look at
I'm telling you, I know I shouldn't say that, but that's what I'm like. I mean, I'm thinking it. I'm literally thinking I'm about to die. I'm about to fucking die. I'm like, I'm cussing God out when I get up.
If you get 50% of your chances, listen, if you got 50% of your chances out here, you can look at a window and say, you know what, this might happen. You would go left or go right or wrong. As a black man, we don't get that. We don't get no choices. You go out the door to go to your corner. You can have two things happen to you. One of your own kind black men could kill you or rob you because you got more. Or you can not deal with the corner walking back and forth with the drug dealing shit and get in your car and bend the corner and drive down the street and get killed by the police in the same 20 feet.
Yeah.
So how safe are you? Real shit. In your household, you got to live there. They say you got rights where they can't come into your house and kick your door down. But if they think you're a criminal, they're going to treat you like an animal and kick your door down and knock the front door on top of your babies. Yeah. That's what they do when they bust doors down. And nobody knows the police is coming through. They ain't like the news where they get all this little preempted shit and they all these because
the police coming, you're not going to be there.
You're not going to be there. That's how you get caught in the first place, man. So we live under what I can only consider we live under martial law every day as black people.
So since the revolution has been televised, is there eventually going to be progression and change?
The progression and change starts with us. We got to stop, number one, waiting for somebody to come save us. We has to stop interacting with police like they are our friends. They the mob. They just look at them when they pull you over. Get out of that 40-second interaction as fast as it should take you 5 minutes to deal with the police. If it's any longer than that, something went wrong in y'all communication. Hand this nigga, first of all, have your paperwork right. Yeah. Keep a driver's license and an insurance card.
I learned my incident when I was at the Black Lives Matter rally for the Crown People. I got my vest on. We started off at the State House, went down High Street. Mind you, it's Black Lives Matter rally, and it's, let's say, 90% white people. But it's cool. We take over High Street, then we go take a left on the street where
show up for your people. That's the truth.
Exactly. But we take a left on the street where the police station is at. Here come the cars. Now, as we get in front of the police station, here come a bunch of bikes. So cool. They using their bikes to get us up out of the street. Mm-hmm. You ain't got to use force. I already know our rights. But don't use force, but you're applying force anyway. So I'm going to be stubborn.
Your presence is force. You the police.
You feel me? So, I'm being ignorant at the time. I'm moving real slow. So as he's coming, I'm smoking him out at the time. The leader of the Black Lives Matter is talking, and he's saying, we're not scared. And like I said, I'm being immature, not thinking that they're the mob, for real. And I'm like, he's scared, because he really was scared. You can tell, like, you're applying this force for no reason, using your bike to move me out of the street. Come on, man.
Try to pressure me like you do in high school. You know how it is.
Exactly. So, you don't
really want to fight.
Exactly.
You don't act like you want to fight.
Exactly. So I take the mild I smoke it, I blow into his face and everything. And then after the rally's over with, I go up on a little ledge where my brothers and sisters is at. And like I said, being immature, I'm talking to them, trying to be funny. Like, I'm going to kill that cop. I don't know if they heard me. I don't know if they was already on me. So we go back to the car in front of the State House, had a final meeting. We parked in a parking lot behind the State House. We're already in a row, so I guess they wait till we get to the car. We dap up, we bang out. 3rd Street is a one-way road, so where that parking lot is at, ain't no really use for no trap. Ain't no use for no signal. Yeah. It's a one-way road. I'm getting ready to hop on the E-way, so I don't need no left-hand signal. I know what you mean. I'm in a one lane, so I get in, I stop. One car pull up. Here in an SUV Explorer. Here we go. Take off. Keep straight. I don't need no signal. I keep going. He hop behind me. We go 2 blocks over. I forget the street. I don't think it was Huey, whatever the street was, but it was well far away from the damn parking lot. But cool. He pulled me over. Next thing you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bike. Okay. License and registration. For what? Failure to signal. All of this for a failure to signal? Bullshit. Prolonging it. So then they send they sergeant involved, and I hear on the intercom. Is that the Black Crown Big Boy? Oh, okay. All right. This is about the Black Lives Matter rally, right? All right, I got this one. Cool. So then I get ready to go to court and fight it. I go back and make sure, this ain't accurate. Let me see if I can go fight this. Mind you, I got to be at work. I ain't thinking, I can call off work and go to court. So I'm like, all right, I got to hurry this up. So I get to court, look at the cop. Man, they had a black cop that pulled me over. They had a white cop overcharge him or overcharge him like, I think we should give him a ticket for that. He looked at him like, okay. But anywho, I'm in the court. I look, it's a motherfucking white cop. That ain't the cop that pulled me over and gave me the ticket. He the one who signed it. Oh, okay. I'll take what y'all gonna give me, and I'll pay that fine. Cause
like 3
illegal. I knew they the mob. I ain't got time for them niggas, bro.
The thing that JB was saying earlier, to follow these rules of being pulled over will get you killed. There's only one rule: survive the pullover. Shut up. If you get a ticket where they tow your car, let me tell you what's gonna happen. You'll get your car from the impound. You'll get your money. You'll get your shit right. It's gonna be $300. Your family gonna spend $10,000 putting you in the ground.
Cause you ain't got the money to fight them in court. You ain't got the gun.
Because that's what like people. I had like people hit me up like, "Yo, what you able to get? You know, the badge numbers, the names and shit." Like, first of all I looked at the whole time was the guns,
and all their badges is covered with black sashes. Right now, they got 2 dead in the ground.
Yeah,
I told a girl that the other day. I said, "So how about if there's an officer down? Well, you can still see it." No, you can't. The sashes across the badge on purpose. They do that when they amped up right now. And that's why he don't realize what all cops have amped right now. When them 2 Westerville cops got killed, the police presence in there, you've been dealing with them lately, they've been tweaked.
Yeah, they are tweaked.
They tweaky right now.
And you know what? And the crazy thing is, I didn't even think about that because I live up north.
So. People's, but they tweak right now.
Exactly. We're not far from Westerville.
Yeah, this was years ago for me, so I'm glad it wasn't at this time because they probably wouldn't have went light on me.
They coming out because people we so unaware of the social temperature right now because we sit around each other, the different races. We got real comfortable as the groups. But the groups leave the separate groups, and everybody goes to their separate groups. Whites go where whites go. Everybody goes out. Cops go where cops go. They're a separate group, too. Even from the races, the cops are a separate group. What's in the races? They have their own thing. You know what I'm saying? Even black cops stick with cops. Even white cops stick with white cops. Chinese cops. Blue is blue, period. So you got to treat them. Don't treat that like a cop. Eliminate all this white man, black man thing. That is a cop. That cop does not like you, whether you black, white, or purple. I'm telling you, he is aggressive. He might be on steroids.
He's allowed to be.
Yeah, because he got to stay in shape at all times. They take fit tests and all kind of shit. He don't go through performance-enhancing drug tests like they do for the NFL. He don't
smoke weed, so he's not relaxed all the time.
And he's afraid of you and has been since he first seen the first black person in his life. That's the truth. Fear is a driving factor for what a lot of this racial shit that's going on. You can't keep being afraid. We afraid of cops because I'm afraid of police officers. I am
human, man.
When I drive and the police is behind me, I'm legitimate as fuck. And I still shaking my chest like I'm a little nigga 16. Yeah. Joyriding. It's the same feeling. It's not the feeling should be gone by now.
Exactly.
It's not gone.
And for me, for a little bit, the feeling was gone until I had that run-in Friday, like. And then
just Friday?
Yeah, it was just Friday.
I unfortunately on some G shit get pulled over way too much by the police. For whatever reason, I got the kind of face that looks like they won't fuck with me. They follow me from my people's place. When I used to go pick my artists up, they used to, even over in Old Bets, everywhere. There's no safe place. There's not more safe for me in Old Bets than it is on South High. Real shit. It's the same problem. For whatever reason, I attract it. I deal with that in my life, so I try to keep myself as on the straight and narrow as possible, so I don't give these people nothing that I don't want to get killed.
It's crazy. You said
I haven't gone since a teenager, since probably about the age of 16. I can legitimately say there hasn't been 5 years of my life that has gone past where I have not had guns pulled on me by the police.
That's fucked up.
It's crazy you say that because shout out to the Crown Big Boys and Girls, but my car club brother from 51 Chapter, Cameron, he's always streaming it live. That's one dude that I will say when he gets pulled over, he got it ready to go for real, because they always pulling him over. He got the Fusion, a police interceptor, and he got Crown Vics. So every trip they get to pull him over. So I watched the video earlier this morning. I just seen this dude last night. We just came home this morning. So I see a video. He going to work. He delivers pizza or some type of food service. So they pull him over. They always pull him over in his car, but this time they pull him over like you ain't got no front plate. He go look at the front plate. All right, now your tint's too dark. So y'all just automatically pulling these regular regulations that y'all think are valid.
Remember when you pulled behind the studio and now you were parked in the middle area? In the parking lot, you could put a vehicle on any angle, anywhere you want. It's private property. I told him to move his car for one reason, because I know for a fact that the police that would just drove to the alleyway, the cop just to the alleyway. I know they seen this car. Even if he came in there and chilled, they was going to hit the fucking door. We in there doing God knows what, but we would have opened ourselves up to a bunch of bullshit. I knew they was gonna fuck with you, right or wrong.
Yes, you did.
For fact, because that's how they do you. I should be able to go somewhere with a friend of mine to a recording studio to do legitimate business, and us not have to be by ourselves. Like that was crazy. Nobody was around for that. There was no Black Lives Matter. It was nothing. That was just a random fucking ass moment that we couldn't even be human beings. Now you got to go out there, move your car, and watch your back, because if he pulled back through the alleyway and you move the car, he might think you moved the car for a reason. We moved the car because we're scared of them. No real shit. We moved the car, we're scared of them. But if you move the car, it seems like you doing something.
You got in there.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, to lose.
You can't lose. So even if you react the right way, they still look at you like you are a criminal. We are still criminals to them. I'm telling you, every scary video is a picture of a black figure. They're never white, they're never red, they're never yellow. Even if you have a completely black sign, they will put white edging around the sign to circle out the little black figure that's the criminal. You ever see those little signs they do for at night? You can't see it, but you can see the reflective shit around it. It's crazy. So we live like this every single day.
When they go to target practice,
the target is black.
Yeah, it's a white piece. It's a white piece of paper, but where the target is black.
No matter where you shoot.
That's true. I don't know.
Yeah, we shoot.
And it trains the brain to imagine.
You know, crazy because we go to the actual range. You know what I'm saying? And you don't realize it, but even when you pick them up, if you kind of look at the figure, he got like a baseball hat on. I'm dead serious. The targets have baseball hats on them. The little top little piece. Yeah. Look at it. You gonna look at that shit, you gonna get irritated. Anybody can wear a baseball hat. Really? Who does that? We do that. That's our shit. You can single us out of every other race.
I mean, yeah, everybody in the world,
bro. I gotta have it on, bro.
Right, that's fucked up. Every time they do like some type of they represent hip hop. Put the baseball cap on us and some speakers behind two niggas, at least one big booty chick. It's that we all got stuff we do, but you know what I'm saying? I want to get off this subject a little bit. I don't want to get away from it and treat it like they treat the 17 did, but I do want to move past it so we can start talking about something a little more positive here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. We got enough time for a music break?
Yeah, we're going to take a music break and then we'll come back. But watch your back out there, young man, young black man.
And do what these people say. Even though I know it's irritating and I can see how where they'll be like, oh, he got aggressive, and really you just pissed off because you're like, yo, why the hell are you fucking with me?
I just got off work. I ain't in the best mood anyway.
Exactly. Especially when I tell you I'm a truck driver and the last thing you check is my identification. When I tell after we realize it's my wallet and I'm like, yo, yeah, that's my wallet. He asked me, I was like, my CDL's in there. Oh, your CDL's in there? Well, do you mind if I take your wallet out and look at your identification?
Why didn't you start with that?
Motherfucker, I mind the whole situation. What you mean do I mind?
All of this is fucked up, nigga. I gotta pee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, but yeah, man, the best thing, I mean, it's fucked up, but, you know, the best thing is, man, stop listening to these social media activists telling you what your rights is, because you have no rights in those situations.
They right, but you just got to pick it.
I mean, that's the law, but that's not the law for us.
If you can make your Everest yourself through that shit and get some Thurgood Marshall done in that 30 seconds, fucking knock it out. But when I've been in this situation, I've been scared. Everybody gonna act like, look, I'm a grown ass man. I have fear in my heart. I've been scared. I ain't no bitch. I have been afraid. 90% of those fear situations didn't involve animals or other people. They was cops.
It was the police.
5-0.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of lions and tigers and bears, and I'm not scared of niggas. I be around niggas all the time. Police scare me. They're in control of me on site. They have the law behind them. So even if I try,
and I know for a fact that they can kill me and get away with it
by law, and
find any way to justify it.
It's already justified because he has a shoot to kill. If his life, if they tell the police officer, if your life is in line, shoot to kill. You just gave them a license to kill because their life is always on the line. They're police officers.
Exactly.
As soon as they get in the car, their life is on the line. Somebody can take a shot at them because it ain't just about black this and black that. People target cops all the time because of the way they treat people. They fucked up. Excuse me. They fucked up. When you go to work and you happy one of the fucked up supervisors got fired, right? That's the cops. Everywhere you at. The cops is the fucked up supervisor at your job with a gun. The nigga that be doing you dirty, that fuck up your schedule, that move your desk, the person that you hate that makes your job the hardest. That is every police officer's job to fuck with you. Every time you see them, you in a mall, they make you uncomfortable. They at work, you walk around the mall, he is on duty basically as a police servant. They'll make sure nothing goes wrong. And they will follow you through a mall. A mall is a public place. It might as well be a parking lot.
Security officers already know that.
You know, bro.
It makes people uncomfortable.
Look, you know what? That's a great. Remember how the rider situation was set up over there. Gate control, dock being poured, all that stuff going on over there, and they would still pull their vehicles on the private property anytime they wanted, right or wrong. And if you as a black security guard would have stopped them, they would have treated you like you were committed a crime, right or wrong.
Oh, I wouldn't have had no way.
And that's how that area runs.
Just a regular civilian.
Ain't that a bitch? Because you don't have no rights. He has all you right now. You have every right, and you are the patrolling security officer on private property. You're basically saying the owner has put me in charge, which means you have the right to patrol that.
They're looking at you like I'll spit on you.
Especially if they see your gun. He carries a gun, so he's standing out there with a gun on him. They're gonna shoot you too.
I'm almost positive if I had my license to carry, and I would have had.
You'd have died.
It's crazy you say that because there was one time I got pulled over and the cop looked at my security license and he just asked me, "They let you carry a gun?" Yeah, but I don't carry one. Like why is that a topic?
Exactly. This is not a. You got it. I have to break it down. He's not on a gun carrying site, and when they see it on your license, they're afraid of him because they know he has the right to carry. That's insane. Mm-hmm. And at the job, I'm not gonna break, bro. He had to deal with that more than most because what they would do with him is send him to Indianapolis to close the center. So he would show up there to fire 30 people. And they would need security for that, right or wrong. People get to calling the police on him. Like, don't call in the cops. They're trying to make that. They can't make me leave. So now he in Indianapolis or wherever else. And he foreign, bro. He my friend. That's what I'm telling you what happens to him. That's why they hire security to go out of town with him. Ain't that messed up?
Dang.
Bro, he dealt with that. He just dealt with that the other day up there in Logan Township because it's surrounded ain't nothing but Klan there. Yeah, literally. He had to go in there and close that plant down there. What was that plant? Whatever they had to close that by himself, and he had to take security down there because he had to walk on there where he know that they have that type of control and be that person. They could have killed him, man. And that's because of his color. If he was a Caucasian person, he would not have a problem moving. That's why he moved. That's why he don't tell nobody don't tell nobody at the restaurant. That's why he don't say nothing. Because they'll use that shit against him, bro. He in a bad spot over there. He got to deal with customs, the feds, the sheriffs, Groveport, all bets, all of that. So you gotta, and we do it. I do it right now at the restaurant. There's times we would like to call the police because we have been violated. There's people that go into our actual property when we're not there. They're not allowed to do that. We're completely private and only have 3 keys to the whole shit. But the person who rents the property gave another key away to a maintenance person and goes in and out of our place every couple days.
regulation.
They just want to see what we got. They think we're probably money laundering. Mm-hmm. Not selling euros there. It's fucking coke. That's how they treat you. That's how they see us. And we're in a legitimate business with a storefront. And we're standing up there with shitty ass aprons on, covered in fucking sauce and grease. And they still look at me like I am a criminal. For the first 30 days, they pulled me over. At a point, as I had legitimate drive, I had to call my friend to pick me up on Groveport Road on the side of the road because I was not going to let the stop go further. Okay, well, if you don't want us to do this, I need to call somebody to be picked up. I have some. I called my friend and he came and got me. Because I had let them press me like that, they would have got aggressive. I'd have got beat the fuck up and killed. But like I said, I kept it traffic. I'd rather go to court with you guys. Told this bitch, do whatever you got to do. Mm-hmm. Do what you need to do. But I guarantee you right now, I'd rather go to court with you and deal with this on Wednesday than die on Friday. Period. I had to call Bar too. Bar because it wasn't just Jay. I had to call overnight area for whatever reason. They just fucks with me, bro. But we're gonna take a music break and get out these police. And I'm sorry, everybody. Trust us. We all feel the same because we all been through it. You know, to be white. Underground Sundays. Shit. Yeah, it's real, bro.
Now you can call whenever you want, or call whenever you need it. I give you what you've been feeling, beat it up, and then we get weeded. Then we go out for another round, flip it up, smack it down. Put it in the bed, put it on the ground. Now tell me who your daddy now. Walking out of your war room, scratch back, bug burns. Get into it like I love her, cause she love when I do it to a rougher. I am not a bluffer, plus I am not a cuffer. But I use some handcuffs and the man stands up, put the pipe game down like a plumber. Straight beating up the head forward, I'ma put it down. Now you walking with your legs forward, I'ma put it down. Ankles wrapped around my neck, girl, I'ma put it down. Head dripping so wet, girl, I'ma put it down. Backseat of my Chevrolet, I'ma put it down. Motel 6 or the Super 8, I'ma put it down. Now high on that airline, I'ma put it down. Outside in the summertime, I'ma put it down. Tongue kissing your neck, snuggle over your chest, got you wet, you know what's next. I'ma go down, you know, I'm floating, it's a no-go. Make it ooh-ah and oh-oh, till I get the cream feeling like a ho-ho. Feel me, baby, it's so slow. Slide on down this po-po, work this pole just like a strip. You know I stand up in the middle. Ooh yeah, baby, like that. Say you ain't never had it like this, and I know that I hit that right spot when you grip down on me like a tight fist. Whatever you wanna do, you know that I be down, so I don't care just as long as you around. So you could be my pal, so that I could be the sinner going hard and the pain thing. Because I'm no beginner. I know what you mean, I know what you like. All night with that pipe, plus I eat that thing like a diet. Go ahead and ride me like a motorbike. Here, go feel a girl, go ahead and bite. So the niggas ain't got it here. You can't go hard without no fear. Cause this dick ain't going nowhere until we fit. Straight beating up the head forward, I'ma put it down. Now you walking with your legs forward, I'ma put it down. Ankles wrapped around my neck, girl, I'ma put it down. Head dripping something wet, girl, I'ma put it down. Backseat of my Chevrolet, I'ma put it down. Motel 6 or the Super 8, I'ma put it down. Now high on that airline, I'ma put it down. Outside in the summertime, I'ma put it down.
Face down, ass up, give me head till I pass out. Want some fresh shit, tell me can you beat this? Can you really beat this shit till I pass out? If you can, then tease me. Go down south and just please me. We can switch it up if need, ain't believe me. But so wet, got a fiend in here like rain, it's pouring. That pussy got him open, he be feeling like he floating. When he go deep, it be soaking. Back up in the morning, get it up and then we going. And I keep it going, ride that shit like I be flowing. Come from the back, my favorite. Taste that shit, gon' savor it. Get so big and my ass so fat. When I throw the shit back, I take that. Cause I be on that free shit. Poppy just go deep shit. I can keep your secret. Just tell me how to keep it. Arch my back, don't watch me take it all. I'm looking back, smack my ass and keep it hard. Put it down, make a bitch wanna stay around. You get it up, then watch me put it down.
Straight beating up the headboard, I'ma put it down. Now you walking with your legs sore, I'ma put it down. Ankles wrapped around my neck, girl, I'ma put it down. Head dripping something wet, girl, I'ma put it down. Backseat of my Chevrolet, I'ma put it down. Motel 6 or the Super 8, I'ma put it down. Now high on that airline, I'ma put it down. Outside in the summertime, I'ma put it down. Beating up the headboard, I'ma put it down. Now you walking with your legs sore, I'ma put it down. Ankles wrapped around my neck, girl, I'ma put it down. Head dripping something wet, girl, I'ma put it down. Backseat of my Chevrolet, I'ma put it down. Motel 6 or the Super 8, I'ma put it down. Now high on that airline, I'ma put it down. Outside in the summertime, I'ma put it down.
Say I got it, yeah I got it. Said I got it, yeah I got it. I got the city sitting on my back. I got this 40 sitting on my lap. Also got hitters dressed in all black. Now go and run and tell them. Say I got it, yeah I got it. Said I got it, yeah I got it. I got the city sitting on my back. I got this 40 sitting on my lap. Also got hitters dressed in all black. Now go and run and tell them. Say I got it. Got this crown on me. All eyes on me. Hey, I've been getting love from Detroit all the way to West V. Only riding on the back streets. Dope fiends running like a track meet. Pushing weight up like an athlete. Probably riding around your town with a bad chick named Ashley. Yeah, she nice and she classy, but she really moved that back for me. You ain't even gotta ask me. She'll get it right to ya. Try to play it, she gon' do ya. Out of sync on the highway with a GPS and a Ruger. Niggas telling me it's crunch time. I just tell them that it's lunchtime. I've been going too damn hard. I ain't really got much time. This is real like no punchline. I do this just to feed mine. You peons out here wasting time. Say I got it. Yeah, I got it. Said I got it. Yeah, I got it. I got the city sitting on my back. I got this 40 sitting on my lap. I still got hitters dressed in all black. Now go and run and tell them. Say I got it. Yeah, I got it. Said I got it. Yeah, I got it. I got the city sitting on my back. I got this 40 sitting on my lap. I still got hitters dressed in all black. Now go and run and tell them. Say I got it.
Uh-huh. 11397, nigga. A legend was made, nigga. Tune the fuck in. Turn me up, nigga. Lord, forgive me for my sins. Real shit.
Stevie on the motherfucking bitch.
I chick gang bang and I was born in the 90s. About 11, 12 when I first decided what the fuck I'ma claim, who the fuck I'ma ride with. Bitch, I'm 8 block for life, so I got that shit tied. Teed up on these niggas like the offensive lineman. Young and clocking out, I was putting that time in. Niggas steady hating, cause they jumped in behind me. I said, fuck it, get this money, I'ma kill them with kindness. Shit was adding up, now it's starting to minus. Used to shoot it out, it was easy to find us. Now we getting older, it's just homework and science. Before I come up out the crib, I gotta peek through the blinds. Rob jeans and my Nikes and the jet shoe and dice. Little deck to my left, top dog to my right. Pull up to the light, double cup with some ice. Block 17, if I don't up it quick as them, that's my life. In the hood where I'm from, you go through shit you don't like. If your daddy was a rat, then your ass is a mice. Go get your brother, get your cousin, niggas taking your bike. It's Jimmy Wappy off the op, don't make me do this shit twice. Make me come up out that roof. 3, 4, better watch that back door. 5, 6, bitch, we finna do a hit. 7, 8, 100 shots in my AK. 9, 10. You can't see behind the tent. Lord, forgive me for my sins. Lord, forgive me for my sins. Lord, forgive me for my sins. I got niggas throwing bricks for free. I got niggas doing hits for cheap. Making thunder, nigga, OKC. On McScary with my killers, nigga, free KD. Used to be my friend, now they my enemies. Since elementary, knew I see penitentiaries. Been a bad little nigga, no common sense for me. I ain't never had shit up under the Christmas tree. It's a mystery, Scooby-Doo. Uzi made him do the hula hoop. Chopper make him chicken noodle soup. I got some hitters like the toot and boot. Rubber handle, fuck a wrestle, nigga, no for root. Donkey Kong clips, let that banana shoot. On my Pokemon shit, I let it peek at you. Spin block, spin back again, that shit like deja vu. Make me come up out that roof.
Back in, yo, we back at it. We live and in full effect.
Sorry, I know y'all sitting us laughing and enjoying ourselves. We can't tell you about none of this shit.
The shit that we say off air. Yeah, off air.
No, I think we can say some of it. Not that shit. For the nigga in that wheelchair from 2 years ago, I apologize.
I know.
I would love to talk to him though.
I know it's fucked up, man. I was in fucking school at the time. That's why I wasn't there. Or I'd have been there.
Yeah, JB.
And listen, JB was there. JB wouldn't even let me go outside by myself.
I wouldn't have.
No, I wouldn't have. You wouldn't have, because we had a couple instances where we stopped each other like goofy shit. Like, yeah, you ain't going out.
No,
it's another drink.
This wasn't like that. Everybody was up there. No, he was with a female.
So, then yeah. So you good? You are good for that.
No. I wasn't with a female because I told my bitch to stay at the house. There was some bitches in there. That's what I'm saying. When I went in there, it was a bunch of people. That's just like you go to a car club, or you pulling up to the gas station, and there's 17 car clubs out there. You're gonna be like, oh, so this is what y'all doing? Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all ain't tell me. I was just stopping by.
You know, it wasn't no rap show shit. Nobody was really pressured. It was somebody else's shit we all came to.
And it was dope.
Yeah, so we was all enjoying somebody else. Hey, kicking in, showing support. But
yeah, I was fucked up.
As he's saying, but I'm gonna make sure we clear it. Nah, nigga, Raven there was some chicks there. Raven was on end of the night trying to get some pussy. Raven. Yeah, so he could have went left or right with a chick. So wasn't nobody really watching him at the time he left the building. Yeah. So he decided once he got outside, Raven, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to fucking go.
But like I said, if I'm in the club and I'm around some bitches or whatever I'm doing, guess who's with me? My fucking wingman. Real shit. Everybody else was occupied because, like, what I'm saying, it was family, and I didn't notice till afterwards. I get why I was so comfortable. I get how I could fall off a Scully stage and 10 niggas pick me the fuck up.
Be good. Go outside and not have to worry about shit.
It was one of the nights and that I can tell you that I felt safe. It wasn't
it was dope.
Actually, it was one of the nights where none of the people that we don't like to be around was none of them around. All of them in the list. All of them, none of these niggas did.
So let me ask you something.
Hold on. Hold on. What kind of question you about to
No, it's the same question. It's the same question. It's the same question. So, did you hit up Scully's Euro Muhammad?
Yeah, we had Euro Muhammad that day.
Hold on, what happened?
You know the Scully's Euro Muhammad nigga.
I was locked in the truck for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But you've been to Scully's before, and I'm quite sure you didn't got one of them Euro.
The little Euro dude in front of the building.
Because he don't. I think I probably had it once, but I know it never smells as good as the ones in front of the crowds. So I don't eat that. Dude. Nah, no, it ain't, nigga.
Man,
one courthouse. It was three of them.
Courthouse.
And they was like Leon, some shit. We call him Leon or Leo.
I know you're talking about the courthouse nigga is dope too.
We made Euro Muhammad. listen to the show right now. Real shit. He ain't had no business until we started doing rap shows between Monday and Thursday over there. He got a slapping ass business over there right now. It's boom over there. You throw it out there on a Wednesday. What the fuck is going on? This thing over there.
It's making me hungry. I ate all day, man. Stop doing that. I can't drink enough. I ain't starting my gallon of water until Monday, nigga. Hold on.
You know what?
Kick out this.
Matter of fact, can we just get a shout out to just all like places specific to Columbus where we enjoy to get food from? Shout out to Yero Muhammad. Yeah. Shout out to the Thurman Cafe. Shout out to Enos. Shout out to Jenny's Ice Cream. Shout out to Late Night fucking Slice, man. I went there twice this weekend.
Damn, R.I.P. to the Ohio Deli. I'm gonna give y'all some bad news. They will
shout out to Waffle House.
Be reopened.
Eminem's chicken.
No, guess what?
Eminem
is. That is a statement in the city.
Eminem chicken, Fisher's.
Nigga got to have it.
Peppers.
Johnson's barbecue.
Yeah.
M. Johnson's barbecue on Lockmore.
Yeah, them niggas been holding down for like 50 years.
Shout out. I know Bob Lee's
still got a Saxon machine in their building.
Hey, shout out to Bob Lee's over there, South Mount Bring Hills there. You know, they down. But y'all remember Bob Lee's?
No.
Oh, Bob Lee's right there at the end of Hudson.
No, I ain't never been.
We gotta try that.
No. This been
it's gone.
It's gone.
Oh shit.
But they was around like 20 years though.
Yeah.
They was there.
Oh, I can't forget when my man Red Snapper. Shout out Red Snapper.
I don't know about that. That sounds like it's hot.
We're gonna send a second shout out to Enos because I told dude I was going, man, I went over and got some jerk chicken yesterday. It was so good that his fucking pizza from Late Night Slice, because I didn't want to eat nothing regular. I'd already had Enos early in the day.
I said I didn't want to eat nothing regular.
Yeah, this because I went to Late Night Slice Friday night because like I said I couldn't go to bed till like 2 in the morning, and like I've been wanting some Late Night Slice for a minute now, but I just didn't feel like driving.
I never been there yet. I ain't been there.
We could do that. Next time we got a show on campus, I'll treat. We could do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, like
okay.
Yeah, like so I went Friday night because I was just like after the experience, I just been on some just yellow shit. Like, damn, that could have like damn, I could have got smoked.
That was the same day too.
Yeah, he all thinking all the most wonderful and delicious things he's ever eaten in his entire life. But then
because I went to ended up going to the Thurman Cafe today, and I got me a Terminator. Which I'm not getting another. I'll get another burger from the Thurman Cafe. I'm not getting another Terminator.
As soon as he told me, I said Thurman burger, not a Terminator. Thurman burger, that's illegal. Actually, a Thurman burger and 10 wings is a true G meal. If you have never had this experience, get you. But Thurman Cafe, man, come on with the shit, man. If y'all would fucking expand that motherfucker so more people can sit in that bitch, they can't create the mayhem they want on that corner without doing that. Oh my God, it don't make no fucking sense.
That's a marketing strategy. That's a marketing strategy.
I ain't never been in there. I've always
do
been
that one. You know what?
I've never been there. I ain't.
Bro, we won't be able to get seats, bro. We won't be able to get. They literally have like 10 seats in that motherfucker. They got like 10 seats in that motherfucker, and then maybe like 10 spots on the bar that you can sit down.
That's marketing strategy. So it always look like it's always packed, no matter what.
No, it's packed anyway.
It's packed anyway.
No, I'm just saying.
There'll be about 20 people. Like when I walked in there today, the only reason why I was able to get in and out is because I was by myself. That's and they had one spot at the bar.
Shut up.
Oh,
but they
lucky you.
Next to it, they got an express service. It's called Thurman to go. What you do is just go in there, order, but you can't eat there. You got to take it to go.
Or you can also do like McDonald's, like I think.
Or you can also like they're also on Skip the Dishes.
Skip the what?
Skip the Dishes. You know, like Uber Eats, the little apps where a motherfucker go, you pay for the food and the motherfucker. Nah, that's another one. DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats. Where a motherfucker go get your food for you and bring it to the crib.
It's some balling shit to order Popeyes to your house. You just seen all these people. You like people be outside in the summertime. Afro. So we was really like fuck it. So this dude pulled up, and while everybody else was out there, this dude walks up to our house with like 2 big ass bags of Popeyes, like, fuck you!
Hey man,
we balling over here.
The world's becoming lazy. It's about to be a lot of restaurant high.
If you on your street, everybody's got pizza and bullshit. You niggas got Popeyes, nigga. Y'all winning, nigga.
Like, bro, like my girl's the one that really got me on the shit. My girl the one that got me on the shit because she got on, like, I wasn't, like, I heard about the shit, but I never used it. But then, like, hold on, anything I want can be delivered to the house.
That's why we tested it. We said, all right, we would like a Popeye 16-piece meal. The lady said, Okay. She gave her the credit card. We send that thing like, they're going to be like, this was a mistake. Nah, nigga, we got a confirmation number and some motherfucker brought Popeye.
Yeah. They send you
a bag of the shitty ass bag of tea, all of it, the whole fucked up Popeye's experience.
The motherfucker will they'll send you an email when the motherfucker outside.
Yeah, real shit. So when we said it, they put the chickens here, I was happy and shit. Like, nigga, this is some balling shit.
And the motherfuckers that work for them will have a thermal bag so your shit will still be hot.
Yes, it's a good shit. If you, all right, it's income tax season. You bitches can afford it right now.
Exactly. Get you a pay card, PayPal, something if you ain't got a bank account. And put that shit on that shit. Get them motherfucking ass
to Kimber by this point. You get too many ways to have banking, not to have no banking in your life.
But yeah, man, definitely should just shout out all like the places in Columbus, man, where you can get food from that specific here. Because I've been spoiled. Like my girl, she from Youngstown, and I be telling her about different places and shit. She be like, "What's that? What's late night slice? What's?"
Yeah, but he got me. I seen him because he told me it was like 4 hours. Like, yeah. Then I'm sitting there saying, I clicked on Instagram, I seen the nigga post. He really went over that bitch, and I swear I wouldn't got me. Then I see this nigga again later on. They talking about, yeah, man, I'm headed to the studio. This nigga gonna call me like, nah, nigga, I ain't gonna make it. I got my late nights. Like, I'm headed back to.
Oh yeah, especially because the pizza of the week they had the hot chicken takeover pizza. That shit was good as shit.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, it was.
What's that? What's hot chicken takeover? You know, I eat spicy food, so I don't know about that.
You wouldn't like it. It's like Nashville hot chicken because there's an actual place. A restaurant that it started in down at the North Market, and then they got a restaurant in Clintonville. Now they open one in Easton. It's Hot Chicken Takeover. It's a Nashville style hot chicken.
Can I email it?
Yeah, but Hot Chicken Takeover too, man. They got some good chicken in that macaroni and cheese, bro.
Actually, that's what you get. I know there's some other stuff there. Get the chicken, eat it there in your car, or pour it there if you can, because when it's hot. It just the steel
with them damn pickles
and have the macaroni and cheese with it. Like do both of them together. You know
and the dumb thing about hot
chicken is fuck.
Damn, remember shrimp lips slap too. Oh damn, shrimp lips. Oh, hold on, salute shrimp lips.
Yeah, it's Q614 y'all. Yeah, that shit slap.
Hey, for those of any of y'all that want to send your music in the Ravens phone, it's HQ614@yahoo.com.
Hey, no, singles only. If
singles
only. Email is set up sometimes. If you send more than one track, it deletes automatically.
Or like the first week we had the show, a motherfucker sent me his whole mixtape. Put him on the.
Play what you like.
Nah, don't do
that. Like nothing. Delete it.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I said
that's gonna be a different show.
Hey, real shit coming up real soon. Now we have compiled the shitty music show. It's happening.
The shitty music show.
It's gonna fuck. We gonna teach y'all. You said you want a Cisco and Eber moment with you two motherfuckers.
No. Never said me.
Oh,
got me out of that.
Yeah, he said me, and then I gotta find out.
I get paid good money to play shitty music sometimes, so I can't get involved with that.
So what are you responsible for?
Nah, we just gonna sit down, have a meeting, and get it set up.
Yeah,
but I gotta find the other person.
I just figured he's the person to do it.
I thought it was gonna be y'all too.
No, because Ray was too business motivated.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jay be like, it sucks. I'm like,
I'm
looking at my paper. I'm like,
that's a very good point. Now, bro, that is his description. Ray is too business oriented and not trust.
My man, Mr. Washington. Hey, Ray with Capone with.
There will be no opinion. No opinion, all business.
I sometimes, but y'all know I give people constructive criticism, but sometimes, it ain't too nice.
It's business.
Yeah, it's business.
It's business. Like I gotta, I know what I like. I know what I don't like.
Yeah,
but I never give my personal opinion to some business. I just like the business transaction. I keep it moving.
.com.
But then when I drop my shit, they be like, "Why my shit sound like that?" I'm like, "Hey man, I mean, you gotta pay for that too."
Yeah, you gotta pay for that too.
Yes, well, I didn't tell you it's in the fine print. And I was trying to help you out. I wasn't gonna change your life, bitch.
Also, he's stupid.
And also this week we had it's been 21 years since the passing of the late great notorious Big.
Damn, 21.
Yeah, Big's death is old enough to drink.
So we got some little nigga on the 9th turned 21, and Biggie been dead for 21 years. Some little nigga was born when that happened.
Yeah,
and turned 21.
21 on the 9th. Yeah,
that's dope. They say every time an angel falls, an angel rises.
Yeah.
That's kind of. I mean, hey,
who all you March 9th birthday babies? Y'all might have got a little blessing.
Yeah, that was a big nigga, so that was he got a lot to go around. He got to spread his wings.
Remember back in MySpace? Remember back in MySpace when rap artists would get their real poster pictures? Remember back in the day? I found one. I posted it on my Instagram where Biggie had the white suit on. I think he was performing somewhere. Because back in the day, you had to screenshot everything. There wasn't no clip in the picture and saving it. So back in the day, the Biggie was performing, and on their MySpace page, the Bad Boy thing.
Okay, but I call bullshit.
Nah.
There was no MySpace and Biggie Smalls at the same time.
No, it was MySpace. Yes, it was. It was Bad Boy Entertainment. They had all kind of people up on their shit.
It was Urban Chat and MySpace.
Yeah, bro.
You sure? Yeah, we need to Google that.
Yeah, there was
MySpace was around even before the niggas got hip.
That's Millennium.
What is it?
Millennium.
Is that what it was?
MySpace is Millennium time. He died in 96.
No, I'm talking about the where they were showing the little tribute, just where they were showing up performing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's not what you said.
Yes, it is.
It was like Biggie and them performing the show on their MySpace.
Bro, that's you trying to find something wrong. That's not what I'm saying.
That's on MySpace.
On MySpace, even I'm gonna go. Remember Tia Tequila used to put them little things up. Mm-hmm. You couldn't take the video, but you could screenshot the shit that they were showing. Mm-hmm. That's how you did it on MySpace. There wasn't any clipping or grabbing a video, anything. You had to screenshot the shit while I was playing. Well, I had a screenshot of the Biggie performance so I could fucking finish of the Biggie fucking performance that was in my bullshit ass MySpace account. I found some other stuff in there too.
Yeah, MySpace was founded August 1st, 2003.
Was it?
Yeah.
So what was before MySpace?
AOL.
Black Planet,
Urban Chat.
Yeah,
like that shit.
No, it was AOL was first.
AOL was first.
AOL was first. AOL
don't count.
That shit the standard. AOL chat rooms used to slap.
That was more the email business. Like we talking about. Urban Chat was like communication.
No, AOL had whole chat rooms. There was whole categories.
Yeah,
people would go in there and meet and fuck.
Well, we didn't have the internet to access that part. We had to put in a little CD and just use the email. I'm sorry.
That kind of pulled back what I'm saying. Technology has changed so much because when I looked in there, none of those pictures are usable. You try to pull them up and you put a JPEG and it comes up with that
little my MySpace page.
Format thing. Because that format's not, whatever that format is,
it's outdated.
It's outdated. So you got to basically take the picture, save it to something else, and make it a JPEG to be able to load it now. Because everything loads JPEG now, right? Yeah. We used to have all those little files you can load. You can load this, you can load that. Now everything loads JPEG. Mm-hmm. So excuse me. So some of that stuff on there from the actual MySpace page, I got all kind. I got the original Tia Tequila when she had like 10,000 followers. When she was on it before she did any of the porn shit, any of the other shit. When she was just a MySpace friend, videos her with chicks, all kind of shit on it. Go to your MySpace. You can access all the old stuff.
I was about to say, I wonder if I can still get on.
You can get on. I got on mine.
Stop it.
I swear to God, I got on mine. I found this nigga's old ass song. All kind of shit.
What song?
CO Saturday.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna find something exclusive. I got that.
There was some other stuff on there. Was the jam you did with Roy on there? What was it called?
That nigga said sign the MySpace.
Yeah.
Email, password.
Good luck with that, bro.
I'm gonna have to do that shit later. I got to recover.
Yeah,
and I still got my HQ. That's been the email, but I still use my other one. It was the Real Nightlife Records.
You still able to get inside though?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I still use it. I still use it for like big files and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? I still use that. But I'm a
the Real Nightlife Records at hotmail.com.
Yahoo.
I'm gonna show you these videos this nigga was talking shit on real quick. All this because you couldn't really pull it up. Use whatever the old shit you had with this shit. I got into mine.
Hey, check this out.
I had the same email and password. I'm not changing my shit. Fuck it.
I had to change mine because the Real Nightlife Records is too long to tell somebody, and my shit spelled different. Yeah, so I was like, you know what?
Too different.
On the business card is this long. So like, I'm cool. But here, Underground Sunday, 614-781-0754. JB's Big Musa Pro. Who's the guest we got in the building? We just start talking and shit.
No, we got Janet. Janet's kind of like family at this point.
I wanted him to Do that.
I didn't ask you, man.
Yeah.
I was trying to argue.
I thought you wanted us to talk.
You weren't specific. I was just help out, nigga.
I just figured so many hats this man wear. I just figured he had it prepared. That's what I get for assuming.
I appreciate it.
Not to mention, it's been a year since me and him been here together. I don't know if he came back another time, but you came through on the first show a year ago.
Wow.
And now you back.
Your anniversary, nigga.
I appreciate that, man. That's dope. He probably, I forget a young boy that was here, man.
Lil E. We had
Full House that day, and your music did.
We had Black Caesar.
We didn't get it to play.
Yeah, we did one song live because we couldn't get nothing else to play.
I thought we got it today.
We got it today. It's fucked up.
Freeze them up. Correction, it's now called Freezable Moments, produced by Big Booster Pro. The song is really self-explanatory, man. It's just about remembering all the moments that you've had. That's why I call it Freezable Moments. You remember everything you've been through, where you're coming from, and where you're going. Simple as that, man. Hope you like it.
That was a cute play.
Yeah.
Gender.
Fa sol la si do do re fa sol la si no fa sol la si do. Yeah, I go better than Gender. And I know. But I'm living in the moment. I'm living in the moment. Never prepare for the dreams I'm really wanting, but I'm living in the moment. Yes, I'm living in the moment. I'm living in the moment. Never to prepare for the dreams I plan on owning, but I'm living in the moment. Got a call from a Delta yesterday. Said keep moving forward, but just keep a poker face. There's gonna be a strange amount of stress heading your way, but make sure you thank your Holy Father for the day, because these demons flood my mind. They were streaming, saving numbers 13. Guess I'm really beaming. Now some people envy me and hate on how I'm dreaming. So standing tall, got them hope. Now I'm careening. I do reflect decisions that I choose. Trying to be the one, because who cares about it too? 3 has been my number, but who will remember you? Even if it is a charm and thirst suffers like a fool, I'm headed to the top. I'm living in the moment. I'm living in the moment. Never will prepare for the dreams I'm really wanting, but I'm living in the moment. Yes, I'm living in the moment. I'm living in the moment. Never to prepare for the dreams I plan on owning, but I'm living in the moment. Taking chances when I dance when performing. When people hate, I kept the beat hot. George Foreman. Other styles bored me. Some women were adoring. There was a lot of people wondering where he got 40. Nada. You better ask your mama. There's ways to come correct. That you're presenting the drama. So typical Madonna. Always talking about commas. I see it's gonna cost for you to love my anaconda. Drama. Hard back in the ground, big drama. Get a text how I ain't drama. I'm sparking up some ganja while in hailing gifts to get rich for my kids, so they won't can't just see that I'm living in the moment. I'm living in the moment. Never will prepare for the dreams I'm really wanting, but I'm living in the moment. Yes, I'm living in the moment. I'm living in the moment. Never to prepare for the dreams I plan on owning, but I'm living in the moment.
See, you got a hold of that bass guitar track. Man, I was wondering which one you was playing.
Yeah, I see you brought both them sounds back out. Yeah,
it spoke to me, man. That's the thing that means the most. As you know, when we vibe and that beat is not speaking to me and it's not telling me the story path.
Yeah, but that track right there, I couldn't really use those the slap basses anymore because the instruments that I was using on the digital programs they just don't do that.
Okay.
They don't that they don't hit like that. So when you play them, so I bought me an MPC.
Okay.
So I've been.
I think I was seeing that.
Yeah,
Seeing it on Facebook.
So it changes my cadence a whole lot. It's just a different way to produce. I don't know if you've ever used it before, Raven. You ever used MPC before?
Yeah. Remember I told you I gave my dude. He got a little studio popping, and I just gave him a big ass MPC. You know, having this started thing, and he's a monster with it, man. Me, I ain't never had the patience of throwing the sounds in. But I like the USB MPC where I can whatever I put right here, I can just transfer it and just start rendering like that. Cool. But the ones where you had to really put the sounds in that,
I like that better though. For that same reason I was just telling you, because now that I can actually go into the sounds themselves and manipulate them, songs that I couldn't really finish, I can finish now.
Mm-hmm. That's dope. You got patience then.
Yeah, I do. I got jams, bro. He'll tell you that sound package probably been around since like a long time, since like 3 studios ago. Yeah. But there's no way to really finish good music like that if you don't have the right equipment. It's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? But that whole being able to play those play the bass part instead of having it be a sample where it go do do do.
That shit was hard.
Yeah, so hey, I like to play real stuff sometimes. It ain't always easy, but I'm glad it turned out. It sounded good. I appreciate the blessing of the track.
Ray Charles said it ain't easy always being crazy. So do what you do.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. If any artists out there that they get caught up like that, I will give you some advice. Big Moose gets hung up on songs a lot, but I have a discipline to just let it go and come back to it later. I have enough confidence in myself as a producer that if I don't kill it the first time, I'll get it eventually. Mm-hmm. And some songs take a lifetime to perfect. That's just the way it is. For sure. Like, there's stories of Motown artists that are now finishing songs, and that's 30 years ago, bro. And you would think that a person like Smokey Robinson would have killed it after the 105th time he got the shit. But he's still writing songs, and I'm sure he started writing 10 years ago or 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's a craft. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get back to the MySpace thing that you were saying, Raven, bro. Remember that? Remember the background where they had the little concrete and shit, the little GIFs. One of mine are still up, bro. Really? It's working right now. It took a while for the shit to load, but it came up. It got the little the cityscape background. I'm dead serious. One of my old ass pictures. I don't even look like the nigga in the picture no more.
It says email.
Yeah, you was fucking with your MySpace. That's your picture from the.
That's from my update my Facebook.
Oh, okay.
It was my Facebook thing when I updated it, so it made it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Cause that's your picture. That's your picture from the cabaret, from the '70s cabaret where you did the mutton chops.
Yeah. See, these won't even load. The old pictures won't even come. You got to go into the thing and drag them. It's crazy, but you'll find you can't even. They don't come up. You got to grab them at this form right here and change them over to JPEGs.
Oh, my shit went to the spam.
Yeah. Oh, shit. They probably think you lying. You talk about MySpace and shit on it.
It's like, hell no.
But why y'all old niggas?
We are in this shit. I can't even front.
Yeah, cracking off MySpace. Yeah. What other songs we got from Jander?
That was it.
Yeah. Hey, what did he play the first time? Could you search Jander in the system? Let's get some more music.
How you spell that? Let me see if I can do that.
Well, I mean,
he didn't bring that. Oh, you only sent the one song over.
That's all I did at the time. If y'all wanted more,
send some more.
Single, so I just wanted to send that one.
I can't get mad.
Yeah, we usually here on Underground Sundays. We usually do about 3 songs per artist. So if you got 2 more joints, you would like to.
But we appreciate you being respectful.
For sure, I got
it. Comes up to this Facebook shit, bro. I know this is Facebook. I didn't even never loaded that shit.
So unorganized right now. This show just went all the way to MySpace.
Yeah, we started off real serious, police brutality and shit like that. Man,
we on social media. You got it. 40 years. I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to close it.
He did freeze the computer fucking around with MySpace.
I just want to see the pictures, bro, so I can pull them up, but they won't even let me show these pictures.
You got me. I'm scared. I want to try.
Yeah, exactly. The station don't have enough bandwidth for that shit, dude.
Clearly, goddamn MySpace is locking the whole computer up. Yeah, we got to
It's been that long, huh?
Yeah,
they got the processes to keep up.
No, it's a lot of this stuff is in old formats. It probably taking a year time to load.
Yeah, to load up. Yeah.
Like, There you go, nigga. There's some music in there. Probably all my shit.
All music niggas have music.
All our own shit came up, so trust me, your shit's in there too. I'm waiting. I want to hear. If all my gangs are in there, you gotta play it.
Nah,
please. Can I have that song?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Why don't you send me that song so I can play it in my car?
I type in music. It is.
But anyway, if anybody else is on here,
tell me one more time.
HQ@614.com.
I got it.
Yeah, Yahoo.
I should have typed.
By the way, MySpace and Yahoo probably got the same amount of life because I think I created my Yahoo to start this MySpace shit.
I did update this.
From the Facebook. Remember they gave you a little Facebook?
No, I updated this from when I was in the book I found shit.
Oh, yeah. No, I think it came, everybody got that little Facebook.
There's only 4 pictures.
You can't find the rest of them? How about the old stuff? I'm going to try to get Black Planet now. So I'm feeling encouraged.
Y'all niggas is tripping.
Yeah, we are.
I want to get in. I'm going to try my Black Planet when I go home tonight. I'm dead serious.
Nah, I got blocked off Black Planet like
that. How did you get blocked? Hold on, wait a minute.
What did you do to get kicked off there, bro? They will tolerate just about anything.
I was on the creeping.
Oh, you was
I was on the creeping. They just motherfucking shut down my account.
Oh, you got
it. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. And I remember that's when I stopped fucking with Black Planet. They shut down the whole account. Like I tried to type my email every time I did that, like the page would just like stop and take me back to the home page. I was
like, look, buddy, we told you in your email. You gonna keep trying?
I was on some fuck shit. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I'll admit it, guys. It was old. So
no, back then MySpace was that. That's what I told you. All those little clips.
Urban Chat.
Remember,
I was a real.
The very first. I'm gonna tell you, social media. My very first social media star was Tia Tequila for the sexual shit. This bitch would load like whole lesbian videos on MySpace. It was like porn. If you find her,
I was like when she even got that show, I was late. It's not even worth me trying to log into my MySpace because I didn't even get a MySpace page till late in the game. Like I just moved on to Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat.
I just went to Google, typed the random upon MySpace. It's bringing up all types of
shit. Yeah, because like these niggas would be on MySpace heavy playing mobsters and shit.
Yeah, my monsters on here.
These niggas would be playing heavy on mobsters.
You're right, nigga.
And I had no idea what these niggas was talking about.
MySpace better cut y'all a check. That's all I'm doing. I got 2 of my songs on here.
They sound disappointed as hell.
I know I was on that. I didn't give a fuck if it was mixed good.
So
I was putting everything.
Anybody out there that's listening to the show, because we clearly not disrespecting y'all. We bro, real shit. We just zoned out on our one viewer we got. Nigga. We're so sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, my bad, Black Seeds.
Niggas ain't nobody but Black Seeds.
You know it's hell, they gonna call. Let me say. The phone is open. That's funny.
Hey, MySpace definitely froze his shitty ass.
Well, if we ain't gonna play some music, nigga. Fuck, shit.
I'm downloading right now.
Like a music.
We can talk about something. I think that's what I said. You're right. Sorry, but this is our anniversary show. We really don't give a shit today. We got y'all next week, man.
Hey, I'm just happy to be alive.
I'll do a good job next week, but we celebrating JB today.
And then not to mention, my energy is a little low because B's in the office, so I wasn't able to switch the chairs out. my fucking ass hurt. Yeah, I mean, and so he said it, not me.
That's why he feel. He looking back. I wonder why he keep picking over something. This motherfucker leave yet?
Hey, look, this is what we're gonna do. We got 10 minutes left. Spend 5 minutes to do all your shout outs from everything that you want to do. And then I got your 2 tracks. I got Karma and Live in the World.
Yep, perfect.
I got them. So perfect.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson.
That's a real black man. He always got his chin up, like motherfucker.
Perfect.
Like you said, I'm happy to be alive. Everybody, so just do what you do for a couple minutes. So
Shout out to the lady at the lunch line when I was 13 that gave me the extra sandwich. She
Man, how did you know they always gave me extra food?
really
I really need food. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, I was that kid too. Be hungry as hell. I go right back and
some extra fries.
Miss Jones would slide me a sandwich quick. Like I know y'all. If you ain't have a lunch line connect, you was not the man in school, nigga.
There's days that I thought, like, what's up? But
I remember for how little second my mom, she worked for the lunch people.
Yeah, connect.
Oh, clutch.
Yeah, and she actually got to come and work at my school at Johnson Park Middle School. Yeah,
I know you was winning.
I was.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, my mom knew the lunch lady. I got anything I want. I would get an extra milk and shit. I'd be up there fronting and shit like, I don't give a fuck. Sorry, you don't know.
I got the experience in high school, so that was definitely the dope experience. I was the most hungry. So
oh my god, when I got to the snack line in high school, like fuck the regular lunch line, fuck that line. Man. The snack line where I could go get me French fries and a Fiesta every day. That shit was happening.
I will shout out the lunch in high school because the middle school lunch is fucked up. Remember the silver pan and then the little hot pack, cold pack shit?
That's elementary shit. Well, that was elementary for me. That was elementary shit.
They didn't really, in Pittsburgh public schools, they didn't really switch over to hot lunch until you got to high school. The rest of the time, there was a provided lunch, provider lunch, silver thing.
Yeah, the shit Donald Trump trying to give motherfuckers instead of food stamps.
He should do that.
So y'all hungry, you got these cans.
You know what? That's the one thing, because like I seen a video today where a motherfucker was complaining about the shit that was coming in the box, and I'm like, well, get a job and buy food.
Get off welfare.
Yeah,
that's a pantry.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he was right the first time. Get off. What I was saying, it's a temporary program. It shouldn't be your whole generation. Bro, listen to me. My family, my brothers and sisters from my mother and father are the second generation of people in my family bloodline that are not welfare people. But before that, my grandmother and my aunts and them were on there, but my mom, my dad worked. So this generation with me and my kids, we all work. I don't get benefits and shit like that, so I'm not talking shit. I came from food stamps. I'm not still food stamps. There got to be a difference at some point. Real shit.
Got to progress.
My mother and father made a decision that they was both going to work. Why should my children be on welfare? That's a failure on me, on my chest.
So like the motherfucker really talking shit. Like, look at this shit, y'all. Look at it.
Can I tell you why I think it's a good idea?
I bet you that's right in the cabinet.
Can I tell you why I think it's a good idea? In most families don't know good nutrition. Period. Mm-hmm. They are spending way too much money on actual food. I think $2,000-$3,000 a month. If you gave my family what they give a third for a three family, what if they give like $800 in food stamps? Mm-hmm. I can feed my family for $250 for a month.
Yeah, you're right. Niggas still shopping on that.
Yeah, $250 for a month. They get 800 meals. They get 800. So they're getting 3 times the amount of money. I'm not being mean. I get the need. You need to have enough food to feed yourself, not to hook up the niggas after the club because you got fresh staff, so you cooking wings.
Yeah. But salute Peppers for taking stamps. You know what I'm saying?
In other places, no. But that's a business that I want those that helps them too. Here's how food stamps not being spun on.
But you shouldn't be buying steaks and lobster tails and crab legs and shit.
He's talking about I'm talking about the people that
if you're gonna do, share with us.
Or that would be share with other people.
That's what it needs to be.
If that chick that's feeding the dudes, she's at least
and then not to mention motherfuckers like that sandwich stamps is they got the game fucked up. Like remember it used to be for every $1 you gave it equal $2 in food stamps. Motherfuckers doing like 75%.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
First of all,
that's all. Let's boycott that shit.
Yeah, some shit you didn't even earn in the first place.
Yeah, that's too much. You like I might as well just go to the store,
bro. I'm not.
Like you get like a motherfucker will give you $150 worth of food stamps for $100. Like nigga, you smoking crack cocaine.
First of all, Crazy Mouse, as you stupid enough to take that deal, you don't know the pressure of not having any cash and food stamps. Because that bitch is under pressure like you do not believe. She need money. So I'm a hustler. I'm not giving you 75, bitch. I know you want this half, right or wrong. You want this $100 enough.
No, we gonna spend it. Find somebody else.
Go try it. Go ahead, try it.
That for a minute, man. That was the new standard.
Guess what? I would rather go to Aldi's and shop and on a fucking budget than give somebody more than what food is worth. I already don't want to pay full price for it anyway. Why am I gonna pay more money than I should have to?
that shit was gone. But I remember the first time I got into a full-blown argument with a chick. What the fuck you mean? You gonna give me $150?
Yeah, don't even ask me no stupid shit like that. And
$100.
I am not bringing you to the store with me. Give me your fucking card. I just gave you $200 in cash. The fuck I want to steal your little bullshit ass food stamp card for you holding on to this bitch like it's a MasterCard.
Say you gonna take my last $50 on the card.
Don't spend that last 50. Fuck, well, I was gonna spend that last 50 for. I'm not even put type of a name. It's like as much as my girl was going to the store anyway. It's the truth. But I'm not being mean or anything like that. I've come from the projects where I was poor, where we required these things for my family to survive. Once my mom and dad got on their feet, I give both Randolph and Dolores Mitchell credit. We were no longer on food stamps, and my family have not had that as a welfare benefit for years. So if my family can do it, we was fucked up. My dad was addicted to crack. My mom went to jail when I was in high school. I had to raise my little sister by myself and take her to school every day before I went to high school. Come home, pick her up, and feed her like she was my child until my mom got out of jail. So my mom went to jail for selling pounds. We were selling drugs and shit. So I went through all this struggle people talking about here while my dad was on the street addicted to drugs. That's real life. So you know what? If we can do it, you motherfuckers can too. Yes, I can. I don't want to hear this shit no more. You know, stop being a bitch.
So the food stamp box I really don't necessarily hit.
I read the program. When I read the program, it said that they would be using on the par of Blue Ribbon or the Kroger's, the distribution center they're using for the click list.
So it's still good stuff.
Well, they said they would allocate click list a credit amount of money for the make the boxes that you're talking about. So you still get the money from Kroger's because they got to use the infrastructure in place. They're not going to create welfare stores. No, they're going to use Kroger's and other places. You're going to use that amount of money up front. So what do you eat? You don't eat pork? We're going to send you the Kroger's approved non-pork boxes. It's not coming from some factory. They just don't want that. People like control. They don't want half their food stamps being taken away because then they got shopped like us where ashtray change when you got to get bread on the way home and shit. Because I've been there. I'm a real parent. You're telling them my ashtray change, nigga. Yes, and I'll pay for all of that shit with like a proud nigga. I earn all that ashtray change 1 quarter at a time. And I got a person behind me that got 16 boxes of Captain Crunch in their cart.
Hey. Back to your social media.
Ashtray change. Real shit. All working people just had a hit in the chest. We all been there, nigga. Fuck. Man, there ain't even no option. If I don't have money for weed, I am not high. So I'm not selling food stamps to buy weed. Or anything else in my house, I'm gonna sell my laptop.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll be needing that shit.
Yeah, but if you sell
yeah, exactly. Because I mean,
if you got cash, bro, it's convenient.
Motherfuckers that try to buy beats with food stamps.
Yes.
I ain't going that far.
Bro, listen to me.
I don't know. I'm at the call see how much on the card.
Listen.
I got 6 kids.
Listen, bro.
That's real nigga.
I'm not going.
I can make that deal.
I'm gonna tell you something because it happened to me.
I know.
I did it differently. I looked at this person who was willing to give me their fucking food stamps because they clearly need this studio time. Real shit.
Oh, that's real shit.
I made a black man's decision, and we were friends to the day I'm speaking to you right now because of me not treating them like that.
That's real shit.
That's for your kids, bro. This is clearly important to you, and whether you realize it, that's gonna be a problem inside your home. You got to sell some of the food for your rap career. Don't even fit you in your life. So I never even put him in that situation.
That's dope.
We men. Don't do men like that, bro.
That's dope.
I'm proud of you, Moose.
Like if you need that shit,
like man,
you absolutely need it.
Man, like we selling it. We need to go to the store together. Yeah, you trust me with your card.
Yeah.
like damn, nigga. I wish you had told me that before you got here. I just had to stop at the store before you got here.
All the subs possible. Look at the pre-made.
It's a case by case section. In this case, I know this person was only doing this because they didn't have no money. You you cannot do people like that. You're never gonna have good luck. I'm telling you, if you know that and you go ahead and do it anyway, you might be taking.
I think it's a difference. That'd be different. Yeah, I feel what you're saying, but I think it's a different situation. That's why you got no system either, nigga. I'm just saying it'd be different if you ask a nigga. He'd be like, "Hey, what you got?" He like, "Man, all I got." He like. Well, you be like, man, what you got? He be like, man, all I got is this. You be like, well, nigga, give me that. Like, you know, like checking them. But when nigga be like, hey, here, take this. I want to get this done. Then it's like,
I live with a different kind of guilt.
I can receive. I'm not going to check your pockets.
My past is my problem. I've held on to people's welfare cards. I've done fuck shit. Being on the streets and selling drugs, you do shit you don't normally do as a human being. And I go to sleep and the problems are still in my head. I don't know why I live with my.
But you know that was different too. Motherfucker, owe you a couple $100, you gotta take that card.
But you don't know you are really not free. They can't feed their kids, and that's for a long time.
They should put themselves in a fucking situation sometimes. Because you know what you tell me. Sometimes it's they fuck.
You're right, but I'm not a drug dealer no more.
Oh well, not even.
I'm just trying to rap music, and it's a song and an idea that ain't even real. Like he might not even become famous. So I'm gonna make this nigga give me his kids food for a rap song. That's how your heart go black, nigga. Don't ever do that shit.
But fresh deli tastes good though.
It do. You know what? I'd rather for him to be appreciative, go buy the food and bring me it before me. I take it away from his family.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like you'd be like, all right, nigga, go to the store, go grab.
Think about we men. Like we all walk on the same two pedals. You can't do that as a man. You know that's wrong. As a man, you know it's wrong.
He shows up with the food.
Yeah, that's different. Chicken and shit right here. Custom on me. I'm supposed to be like, hey, I ain't got to do this. I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna sit there and cheer like motherfucking broke ass nigga. This is fucked up. But I respect him for who he is. Because there's some broke nigga shit to do in the first place. I've been on my ass and have lived in my car, so I'm telling you this from being a good person. I was a broke ass nigga. And I was still trying to fuck bitches. Yeah. I'm thinking I was on my ass. So he could be the same nigga trying to play me this thinking he's somebody not too. I've been there. So if you've been through shit and you've been on your ass, right? You know you bullshitted people. You gotta gauge that shit because you might be getting played by the nigga.
That's true.
That nigga before.
Hey, I feel what you're saying, but Moose, we would rather for a nigga to come with something than
something, nothing. Yeah.
Because how many niggas come to us for a handout and we be like, damn, at least he could have had some free stamps.
That's what I said. This particular person,
right. I get that.
Form of just he needed.
He's your friend. He's a friend.
At the time.
All the time. Well, nigga, I took all that.
I couldn't. There was an actual.
I ain't no godfather to that nigga's kids. I ain't never watched them. I ain't never seen them.
Raymond, this was
my refrigerator be hollow too.
It was very touchy.
You know what? As men, we grew up in life not wanting our kids to see what we went through. I promise that I would never let my kids see an empty refrigerator.
Bro,
so if a nigga's willing to do that over this, then that's his choice.
You're right.
My kids, that free, like the refrigerator can be full, the freezer can be empty. The refrigerator gotta be full.
But I wasn't poor at the time. I couldn't.
I ain't talking about poor. It's just not my biggest thing. When I was a kid, seeing an empty fridge, it was depressing. I learned with myself. If a nigga come want a music video right now, and he got $250 in food stamps, we shooting tomorrow before noon.
That's a real emotion because I've been there. I remember one time like we didn't eat for 3 days. People think how's this why we're in school.
Yeah, that's just sucks.
My mom and dad told me, I'm telling you, bro, it should make me say my mom told me, make sure you fucking eat.
Make sure you eat. Like, you better stop at free lunch. You better. Eat. That's what we got. It's going to get better, but right now it's tough.
My mom went to the church where they used to give out the day-old bread. Remember them days?
Powder milk and everything.
Bag of bagels.
I say both of that. That looks weird.
Yeah, powder milk.
That shit disgusting.
I was scared.
Bagels. But that's what my parents were working. They was paying cash. There wasn't any extra money. I don't know where all these people got all this balling shit. Like there wasn't any extra money. My mom
was like, you was living like that. Like,
there wasn't any extra money. They were paying the bill so we could live. It was me. My mom had 5 kids. Plus a couple of my cousins lived with us. My grandmother died, so my dad took custody of my uncle Andre and my cousin Sam. So we had people living with us. My dad, there was a lot of burden, but my parents didn't give up like bitches. We survived. Yeah, my dad said some G shit. I was embarrassed when he said it, because he said in front of my friend, they got to pay my taxes. They better feed you at school. I'm outside like shit.
I feel it. On that.
Now, because I'm a parent, at the time, it was the most, them niggas clowned the fuck out of me.
Like, what he saying? Loud?
Yeah, I got no food in the crib. Because for real, because nobody believes you don't have food. They see you come to work and you a chubby fat dude, but everybody will wear their weight the same way. You understand? Shit, I'm hungry in the motherfucker. I wish somebody gave me. He said,
I know. Exactly. Like, look at this fat greedy. Like, nah, nigga, I'm hungry for real.
I'm hungry. Yes. My shit's just different.
Yeah, you're a kid. Like, you can't defend yourself when you, like, I don't know if you've ever been a chubby kid before. Everything's against you. None of the bitches like you, but you don't want a skinny nigga. You're not faster than nobody else.
Said everything's against you.
Everything's against you. You're not faster, so you always gonna be. You'll get picked. So it makes you aggressive. Yeah. It makes you aggressive. So I grew up with aggressive.
All niggas want you is on the offensive block. They go block.
I got the strongest arm on the street. They keep seeing me throw the ball all the way down the street, and I gotta keep playing left tackle. It makes you frustrated. This is my life, bro. And then I grew up. Became a rapper when the Fat Boys was popular. Every time I hit the stage, the Fat Boys are back. So about the time I got to high school, I was a pretty aggressive dude, bro. Because you deal with that, and a couple of hormones. That's why you be that way. So what I'm speaking is from experience, bro. It ain't cut and dry like that. I wish I could say my parents had a good life. I didn't have a silver. We had spoons. You ever in a house where all the silverware disappeared? No. And you eating all plastic shit? Well, I mean, okay. Yeah. You know why? Because everybody threw all the forks and spoons away. But that's what happens. They take them to school where people don't come back. Well, when you're not rich people, you don't replace your silverware. So eventually, all them bitches in the house is gone. And niggas start hoarding dishes. I don't care. I feel it. This is a project life. If you live in a project, this is real project living. Shout out to all project niggas, bro. You been there hoarding, had your plate in your room and shit like that. I had a 2-liter. And I kept checking it because I knew my brothers was drinking out my shit. And I kept sticking on the hat of my house. So you know what I did? I left a whole fucking bottle of piss in that motherfucker one time. My little brother pick it up tomorrow. Shout out, love you to death. Pick it up and try to smash that bitch. Me and him got in a 2-hour fight behind this. Real shit, hey, because that's how it goes. That's project shit. Real shit. My uncle, one time I came home from work from Burger King. All my uncles was laid on the couches. My one uncle sleep upstairs in my bed. I had to sleep on the floor of my old house, nigga. Because that's how it is. But we passed that shit, so get rid of this food stamp shit. Let's quit that.
I got a question. I'll challenge anybody in here to go back and watch this whole show and just see what happened.
We know what happened. I don't know what he all vented. He vented about the cops. I don't even know what you cut somebody out about MySpace. You was like, I don't know. Actually, you vented about Black Planet.
I was
and Scully's. They're not at Scully's.
Oh yeah, the Scully's.
So for y'all's first year anniversary, Aaron, the homies got to talk to each other. This is like guy hour right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
And we're gonna close out with a couple of hot ass tracks and shit like that. But before I say anything else, I do want to say thank you to JB personally. He's been here through all the shows. We don't get paid for this shit. There's niggas running around here that won't do shit that you pay them for. So I appreciate you coming every week, bro. Keep up the good work. I hope good luck on your new album you're working on. I heard you and Marky had a dope ass production session.
Hey man, you're not supposed to be telling nobody that shit.
I'm excited about his project.
Shut up, man. You're not supposed to be telling nobody that shit.
Listen to me. I'm gonna say this right now, and with all due respect, how tough you niggas are. Any of you niggas over there got a problem with them working together can call my phone number 614-704-3455. I'm not even done with that. And this too. Stop being like that, and we can take it any way you want.
It's not even that. I don't want people to know.
Who was in the session to get moves?
It ain't even like that. I don't want people to know. I'm just keeping shit on the low.
I am putting it out there publicly.
Really? I'm feeling some type of way.
I didn't want people to know that I was working on the project.
I didn't know. Jay, I feel some type of way, bro.
Yeah.
Nah,
he
supposed to be retired.
Go to introduce your do your contracts, Karma and Living the World. I guess that's shout out to Money Maker. We got Karma. Everybody. That's
shout out to Maker. That's why I waited weeks to even tell this nigga. Only reason why I had to tell him I was working on a project because I needed production.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck. That's some nigga shit. That's some nigga shit. And I quit.
Nigga, I had like 8 songs already wrote before I told this nigga.
Let this man
watch. I swear to God, I'm gonna make
my project.
Make a fucking flyer tonight. I'm gonna pay for a Facebook ad. You wanna play? Coming soon.
Movie.
Hey Raven, I need a flyer, bro.
All right, bro. Let's talk later.
He said it's all business with Raven, right?
Raven Capone was Esquire.
President of Franklin County, Raven.
Oh, this nigga, man.
Franklin County President.
The floor is yours now.
Mr. President, announce our guest, Mr. President.
No. He's.
Well, if you didn't already know, I go by the name of Jan, and we got Karma coming up. Shout out Money Miko, man. I've been talking to him on the book as of now. Then we got Live in the World. For those that have seen me perform, man, that was a critical song in my performing, especially at the 83 Lounge, because me being 6'6" and mobile and athletic, I can dance. So therefore, the song has
about that dancing shit. I see you on Dancing in the Stars with them tight Antonio Brown pants on, nigga.
Don't tell nobody else about that.
That nigga said TV's TV.
Come get it. Yeah, especially for all them money they paid that. I didn't know they made that much money.
I think he said, come get ready.
He said, come get me.
He said, ready. No, but
Hey, that used to be a part of niggas like whole rap routine. Niggas would be rapping, dancing and shit. You about to bring that shit back?
No, I just said I'm not.
You know something?
You so me like
shit, JB. So this a rap comeback? What you gonna be doing? Like something? What's the tone, dude? Montel Jordan.
Oh,
this is how we do it.
I'm just saying, even back in the day, Big Daddy Kane would be out there dancing. Big Daddy Kane, no.
This is how we do it.
That's crazy. I was actually watching, I think it was a Def Jam tour, Onyx on at DMX. And I'm sitting there looking at them. I'm like, well, you know, we talk about, you know, Rich Homie Quan and everything they do, but like even Jay-Z said, Tupac had a nose ring. It's like it's just everything's just changed, and once you see the change, you try to bring some negative to it.
But have a wedding dress in an AK.
That's different.
No, but Pac did have that bustier, that black leather bustier that T.I. just tried to rock.
Yeah, exactly.
It looked bad.
Yeah, when T.I. put it on, it was like, yo, I didn't even notice that Pac. Let me hear that shit.
I'm just saying, I love Pac. That's my favorite rapper.
But that was a little suspect.
We gonna throw both of them together. Neither one of them niggas should have had a bustier on. We gonna stop acting like it was cool for Pac. It wasn't cool for Pac.
No, we didn't say it was cool. We said suspect.
We didn't say it was cool when Pac had it on the first time.
He didn't say some real shit would have been there on our kid. That nigga was thugged out. Yeah. So we didn't be like, he like that.
Exactly. But we didn't let it pass, but nobody, bro, when we seen that, we was like,
well, Moose, us three, we was younger. So we was just looking at
how younger? You niggas act like I'm fucking 56. You wasn't that much fucking niggas. Y'all don't stop acting like I fucking used to be out here with ass and hair them niggas. Fuck you, nigga. It ain't that far. I'm sick of that shit. I'm tired. Look, nigga, I know I'm the oldest. I ain't going to school with y'all moms. Nigga, get off that shit. I'm done with that shit. Sending me all old folks home every week. Like, man, I'm tired of that shit. Fuck that. You ain't sending to the old folks home every week. Yeah. Here we go with the big we was young. Just we gotta get not the brokers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Not that rock him, run them seafood shit. Not them niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's my mom's music.
I'm sorry. But it's just with that song, man.
Hey, baby, put it up.
This nigga Moose opened up for a Sugar Hill guy.
I hate y'all niggas, man.
Oh my God, look at your hair.
Oh, it's about to go get raided.
Look at your hair.
Hello.
How do we get raided, Steven? How do I get on the celebrity?
You gotta be dark skinned and under 40.
Damn. I was before.
Hey, now Ray be looking out for me. Fair now, I gotta look out.
Hey, how you doing? I know. How did you get a pacifier? You too big.
It's all right, Jen. Go ahead and introduce
Raiden. For the last hour. You just talking to him, man. Don't criticize me about going on track and you gonna start hugging babies and shit. Hey man, thanks for doing, man. What's going on with this?
It's perfect.
What's happening? On his head. We are being interrupted by cars, baby. It's hard over here with it.
That's because people do that to shows out. They interrupt stuff.
It's like 3 of them.
All right, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, let's try.
I knew she was gonna get mad. She rolled her eyes when you said it.
I don't damn about her eyes.
Ain't that right? Anyway, Jander, thank you for coming Underground Sundays. Introduce you to Jam again, because I know they don't remember because we just started talking about Raven.
Like I was saying, it's Karma. We got Live in the World. Shout out Money Miko on it. Live in the World is by myself. Like I said, it was that song gave me the boost that I needed, man. So whenever you're ready to start them up, Raven, let's get at it. Yeah.
Thank y'all. Underground Sundays, 1 year strong. We'll see you guys next week.
Salute. Where's Janda?
Let's go.
B on the track. Oh, Ronnie B. Ronnie B on the track. When it must go up, it must come down. It must come down. When it goes around, comes back around. When it must go up, it must come down. It must come down. When it goes around, comes back around. And round and round, round and round, round and round, round and round and round. When the thing go up and then come down, and back around, back around, back around, back around. Because what goes around comes back around. Yeah, yeah. I guess you dudes really thought that you could fool me. Nah, homie, I ain't never been a dummy. And nowadays, everybody wanna me. Nah, homie, I ain't never been a mummy. Cause when you come in, new to the game, only rappers with some fame wanna treat you like a lame. So I don't care about none of you dudes who thought I was lazy and didn't have to drive to know my name. Well, look at you now, what you doing now? What career you pursuing? I swear this game is confusing. Cause everybody that was telling me the wrong things I did wanna ride like my life is an amusement. So park it, or that barking was sparking. Ambition from a nigga who was creeping out the darkness. Who made his own beats, yeah, Bismarck. So now I got the light in my heart, Tony Stark here. Now I'm built like an Iron Man. Play some bombs in this game like it's Pakistan. I'm paying this shit for 100 grand. But when it comes, I will probably lose 100 friends. They say your friends won't get your plans. Why you think it's only at the top when you feel like you're the man? Goddamn, I would never understand when you picking up the hustle, then they'll come around again. Well, fool me once, then the shame on you. Fool me twice, then the shame on me. How could I let it be? Cause never once did I blame on you. And more than once, you will blame on me. I was too blind to see. So fool me once, then the shame on you. Fool me twice, then the shame on me. I won't just let it be. Cause never once did I blame on you. And more than once, you will blame on me. And I was clear to see. Karma, karma, karma's knocking at your door. Karma, karma, karma's knocking at your door. Karma, karma, karma's knocking at your door. What you gonna do when karma's knocking at your door? Because when it must go up, it must come down. It must come down. When it goes around, comes back around. When it must go up, it must come down. It must come down. When it goes around, comes back around. And round and round, round and round, round and round, round and round and round. Well, it can go up and then come down. And back around, back around, back around, back around. Because what goes around comes back around.
Yeah. Guess we sold what we reap. Everything seen, even when you try to creep. Ain't no fresh start just because you went to sleep. All the dirt that you did is still awake in the streets. They don't really get it now. I don't think they feel me though. What you gonna do when you see karma knocking at your door? Keep the women standing to the side like a pigeon toe. Take them to the top. What you did, you gotta let them go. I've been on my frizzy, the whole city with me. Spirit in the game like the first of Miss Britney. Alicia, these folks to the whole brain is empty. Ain't trusting nobody, they hands can get frisky. For me, that is risky. Can't play around, cause haters approaching, they will bring you down. Say we won't make it, we making it now. We on the stage and you're stuck in the crowd. Stuck in the crowd. I told them we was gonna do it. We was gonna do it. We was gonna do it. Had to keep our hands up, we wouldn't do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. They said I couldn't make it, so I proved it. So I had to prove it. So I had to prove it. I'm trying to doubt you, but you good, that's confusing. Man, I'm stuck on that journey. I'm ready, I'm hungry. I'm seeing these devils, but they cannot harm me. My whole team is rising, they see we emerging. Pull up a course and start shooting like Curry. Losing my patience, but things in a hurry. Living my life and I ain't got no worries. To thank for my past, only telling my story. And what you do now can approach you how.
Karma, karma's knocking at your door. Karma, karma, karma's knocking at your door. Karma, karma, karma's knocking at your door. What you gonna do when karma's knocking at your door? Because when it must go up, it must come down. It must come down. When it goes around, comes back around, back around. When it must go up, it must come down. It must come down. When it goes around, comes back around. And round and round, round and round, round and round, round and round and round. Well, it can go up and then come down. And back around, back around, back around, back around. Because what goes around comes back around. Once again, man, cause they all beautiful and eyes. I live in a world where I'm corrupted by all beautiful girls. And I need them all. I live in a world once again, by all beautiful girls. Cause they all beautiful and eyes. I live in a world I'm corrupted by all beautiful girls. And I need them all. What should I do? Steady with baby girls, focus so slow. I should wanna do is chill, smoke with the crew. And she was like if it was real, three-dimensional truth. Cause it makes somebody feel good. Cause I chuck wood, only like a chuck could. It's just a chuck, people chuck me over. And I'm much with a chuck, people chuck good. Cause baby, life seems to be amazing. Interacting with your body like a pizza with Daisy. As I breathe under structure with my paddle like anything to leave your body and shot within my stroke. I taste me, oh Lord. Do what you want me to do. So that you one of a kind and I'm attracted to new. Oh Lord, forgive me cause I'm speaking my truth. But what's the point of telling lies when I live in the booth? I don't know, but it feels so right, yeah. You ain't crimes tonight, yeah. As I was stealing your heart, yeah. The night when we once again, by all these beautiful girls. They are beautiful and hot. I live in a world. I'm by all these beautiful girls. And I need them all. I live in a world. Once again, by all these beautiful girls. They are beautiful and hot. I live in a world. If shit seems to me, if shit seems to me, by all beautiful girls. Somebody tell me, listen, baby, it's a pleasure. Boy, you better not do that, but they didn't even know I was clever. She would great if she did it right like that, but even went down.